You three?
We
Why
live?
me?
Yeah, we live.
Okay, yeah, but that's why it's not there. So that's for yeah, I could be here too, but you can see me too. Yeah. But don't put it by me.
Jouw channel toch?
Ja.
The Great Gathering. The Great Gathering.
Nee. Kom maar spelen.
The sign.
Dat is een Great Gathering of The Great Gathering?
The Great Gathering.
Is dit Georgia?
Ja.
Yes. Live. En?
Ja.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. You good?
It's okay. But speak up though.
Een beetje dichterbij doen dan. Open it up.
God, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming in week in and week out. Before we start off, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the open elect. We're coming back to prophesy against this wicked kingdom, man. You know? And I saw this video from this week, a couple of days ago. I saw this video where this female, she basically she went to her job, and this time it didn't go as planned, man. Everything, just something changed, you know. She was going to her job yearly, every year, every day she was going to her job, and then one day her mother picked her up late from work. Meanwhile, always her mother picks her up on time when she's done working. So that was already odd that her mother basically was very late. And then next thing you know, the mother picked the female up out of her work. Then they went to their house and stuff like that. And then the mother had to go to the bathroom real quick. So the female was left in the car alone, you know. Then that female was left in the car alone. She saw a man in her eye, in her corner of her eye. Basically, she saw a man that basically did this with his hands. He was busy with his hands and stuff like that. And she already felt a weird kind of sensation. You know when something is up or something is happening, and you already feel like, hey, it's like a gut feeling or something like, hey, your spirit already knows like, something is about to happen, or hey, this isn't good. You know, this isn't good. Next thing you know, what happened? She locked her doors, right? Because she felt, she basically felt something was up. And then the dude still managed to basically get to the side of the car. And what did he do? He basically did this. He just threw dust in her face. But it wasn't no dust, it was acid. So the girl didn't feel nothing. The girl didn't feel nothing at all. She was like, what the fuck? What's up with this dude? First 5 to 10 seconds, she didn't feel nothing. And then all of a sudden, it started burning, man. Burning. She was screaming out of her lungs. And because she was screaming, the acid also came into her throat. So that made it even worse. So her throat also got burned, you know, with the acid. She was lucky that the ambulance came on time, she said, because or else she would have died. But hey, it's all the will of the Most High, man. It was a direct hit, you know. The Most High, he basically, what I'm trying to say is this example of what really happened. What I'm trying to say is the Most High can change something just like this, man. You know, and that's why. Can I get James 4:15, Baksha? And yeah, James 4:15. Let me see. Matthew 5:34, Baksha. Yeah, man. You know, these people that are in the world, they They don't have no fear of the Most High, man. You know, they don't really realize what the Most High can do to you, man.
Can I precept on that?
Can?
This is Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Can you speak on it?
Yeah, man. So like the brother is going into, this woman, she was, you know, having a good old time, but then all of a sudden, this man threw acid in her face, and it's the will of the Most High. It's the Most High that did it. You know, people, they're gonna be like, yeah, if what God does these things, which God let these things happen? It's our power, man. Our power is seen as a terrible power. You know, these Allah Shajja.
Yeah.
These other nations, they call our power Allah Shajja because the judgment of the Most High are cruel. You see so many crippled children being born, you know, or maybe a child is born and he dies immediately, slow, agonizing death. You know, all these things are of the Most High because you don't know the spirit that that person has in them. Maybe it's a judgment of a life before that. Because we know that reincarnation exists in the Bible. You know, reincarnation is a real thing to the third or fourth generation. You know, people get their judgment here upon earth. You see?
Yeah, man.
Yes, these.
I want to show the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the story about this woman.
From this to this. Basically, this man, while the brother was speaking on Deuteronomy, I tried to look up the video, and this is the video, man. I hope y'all can see it good. Her face went from that to this, man. You see? And this was from 3 months ago, you know, so you can check it out yourself if you want. The incredible story of Nafia, who survived an acid attack. That's the title, man. So you can
The judgment
Look it
of her,
up.
man.
look it up yourself if you want. Hey, that's it, man. The Most High can change something just like that, man. These people walking around very proud upon earth and thinking like, hey, nothing is going to happen to me. I just do what I want. You know, free will. I do what I want. YOLO. You know, you only live once. You know, they say only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. You know,
You be like,
they always, yeah, man. Yeah.
Bam.
Get a precept?
They're always acting like that, and then boom, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you know, all of a sudden, then comes that judgment, man.
Because this is something the most I know you're going to say, nothing could happen to me, stuff like that. The most I know you already say,
Yeah.
but he have the time, something that going to happen to you, which is a trap.
Right.
You know? You just let him be, for the time running, ding, 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 and then, bam, then the most I will smile at him. That's what you kept.
Yeah, man.
I will
That's
speak about this before, man.
Precept? Yeah. This is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
right. So when your spirit goes up, right, you get judged there, but that real judgment is upon earth, man. You know, you see people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. You be thinking like, oh, he's so innocent. He didn't deserve that and stuff like that. You have people walking around with one arm or one leg. You know, they'd be like, oh, he didn't deserve this. He's such a sweetheart, such a sweet person. But you didn't know what he did in his past lives, man. Like Galatians 6 and 7 says, whatever a man sowed, that shall he also reap. You know, you're gonna get what you deserve, man. If you did some wicked shit in the past, oh, you for sure is going to basically reap what you sow, man. That's just how it is. And these people be walking around very proud upon earth, like, hey, I can just do what I want. You know, God won't judge me, or is there a God and stuff like that. So some people are atheists. They acting like there's no God and stuff like that. Until something happens to you, the first thing that they do is call upon God, man.
My God.
In these plane crashes, for example, or when the plane when the plane starts to basically have turbulence, heavy turbulence, like the plane is almost about to crash or something, the first thing these people do, God, please help us, please help us. But wait, you didn't believe in God.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you want to believe in God because you're
Yeah.
in trouble. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the spirit of a lot of these people, man. When things start happening, then all of a sudden it's God. But where's God before these things start happening, man? You know? Where's God at then? You don't seek the Most High then.
Precept.
Yeah?
This is Hosea 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Speak on it.
Yeah, man. So this is the Most High. The Most High, he said he's going back to his place. You know, he's going to hide himself. He's not going to be accessible to the nation of Israel anymore, just like that. You know. But he says also in their affliction, they're going to seek me early, just like what the verse is saying. You know, when you're being afflicted, when you're being judged, when you're being hit by the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then you want to seek for the Most High. Then you want to turn to Him. You know, then you want to call God, God, God. You know, so that's a prophecy how the Most High did it. You know, He's going to hide Himself, but when shit hits the fan, then you want to look for Him.
These people be having little to no respect, man, towards the Most High. You know, you have a lot of people nowadays. It's normal to say on God and stuff like that, man. On God, on Jesus. You know, on my mama, on God. Meanwhile, they lying, man. They're lying, and hey, you know, they're lying, but yet they don't care basically, man. They don't fear the Most High, so they be like, oh, I said it once, nothing is happening to me. I can say it again. I can say it again. Can you get Matthew 5?
Yeah, I got it. This
Yeah,
is Matthew
man.
5, verse 34.
Because that's the spirit of a lot of these people, man. You know, they talking like this, like it's a normal thing to swear upon the Most High and stuff like that. You ain't supposed to do something like that, man. You know, you ain't supposed to do something like that. And this on God thing and stuff like that they be saying, it's very new, man. It's very new that they talk like this. This generation, let me just say it like that. This generation talks like that. You know, because a couple of years ago you didn't have this. You know. That they say on God like it's just some normal street term to basically say, you know. So yeah, man.
Desensitized.
Yeah, man. Gone.
I got a quick
When,
precept.
it's like when somebody don't believe in God, he find God is not as when he drop something. Oh my God!
Yeah.
And look,
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
it made no sense.
Yeah.
That's why he was thinking. It got me thinking like, oh, someone like that.
Yeah.
But
This is Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, because judgment, it isn't coming fast, so you be like, oh yeah, I can just keep doing it. I can just keep doing it. I can keep doing it. But hey, eventually, the Most High, what the Most High is doing is He's seeing what you're doing. First and foremost, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You know, the Most High sees what you're doing, but He just stacking it up basically. He's stacking it up. He has that list. He writes it. You keep on fucking up. You keep on being wicked. Writing until the Most High be like, alright, now it's time that you get judged. Then you're gonna get judged, man. Don't think because one time you do something wicked and then you do it again, you be like, oh, it's already a couple of years ago, I won't get punished. Nah, man, watch out. The Most High can make you wait for quite some time, thinking ain't nothing is going to happen to you, and then all of a sudden, everything starts going wrong, man. Everything starts going wrong, and that's going to be happening to a lot of these people also, man. When that Proverbs 1 is in fulfilling, man. When the men of the Lord aren't on the highways and byways anymore, preaching, they gonna seek the prophets, man. They gonna run to and fro, you know, to look, to basically know what's really going on. But Y'all have the time right now. Y'all don't want to do it. So that's on y'all. You know.
For you.
Can I get the
James.
Matthew 5
Yeah.
and then the Hebrews 10 and then you can get your piece.
Also have the James.
This is Matthew 5, verse 34.
Yeah. The James first. Salak. The James first.
This is James chapter 4, verse 15. Let me start at verse 14. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, but what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live, and do this or that.
Right. You should be doing that, man. You should be saying everything what you're doing. Oh, you going to go to the store, or you're going to chill with the brothers. Yaratazah, this is going to happen. Yaratazah, that is going to happen. Lord willing, you know. A lot of these people nowadays, what they do? Yeah, I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do that today. Next week we gonna have back-to-back parties. We gonna do this. Oh, my mother is coming in from overseas. We gonna have a party. Do this, that, such and such. Ain't nobody gonna stop us. We gonna keep partying over and over. That's
Then
how a
tomorrow
lot.
something
Yeah,
happen.
that's how a lot of these people be acting, man. But it's really up to the Most High.
Yeah,
The
man.
Most High decides everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't deciding nothing. The Most High decides everything, man. The Most High just be like, okay, let him do what he wants. But don't think you doing it, man. It's the Most High that doing it. You know, it's the Most High
Most
that
High
letting
ain't
it.
playing, bro.
Yeah, man. It's the Most High that letting it happen, man. That's why you always gotta say Yartazam, man. Lord willing, you know. But a lot of these people right now, they don't care.
Yeah.
That's on them. They don't care. That's on them.
They don't have, they didn't consider of
Yeah.
him. He just
Yeah.
think on his own.
Yeah.
On your own, you know, just like
Big precept.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 20, verse 24. Man's going are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Right, man's going are of the Lord, man. The Most High does these things, man. You might think like, hey, okay, I'm going to the store on 5 p.m. and then 10 p.m. I'm going to read, but the whole day can be different, man. The whole day can be different, man. What you planned in, you know, it's the Most High that does these things, man. You'll be like, sometimes you want to do something tomorrow. I want to clean up the house. I want to do this. I want to do that. Then tomorrow comes, and all of a sudden, everything goes another way, man. Why? Why is that? Because the Most High decides. The Most High does this. You know, the Most High does these things, right? So the Matthew.
Was that finished, James?
Yeah. James was finished.
This is Matthew 5, verse 34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is the Most High's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king, neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black, but let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Right, man. Don't swear, man. Don't swear. Don't say these things, man, that these people be saying nowadays. Don't say these things, man. Just let your communication be yay, and nay, yes and no. It's simple, yes and no. There is no maybe. There shouldn't be no maybe, perhaps, probably. Just yes, no, man. You know? Don't swear, man. Don't swear. There's no reason to. You cannot make one hair of your head white, man. You know, you don't have power over these things. You see? So what did we have? What did we have?
Hebrews 10,
Hebrews 10.
Sirach 43, and I've
Can you get Nehemiah 1 and 5
Ecclesiastes 12.
and 2 Peter's? Yeah, 2 Peter's 2 and verse 9. Nehemiah 1 and 5, 2 Peter's 2 and 9.
It's second Peter's.
Ecclesiastes first, yeah.
Sirach 43.
Yeah.
This is Sirach chapter 43 and verse 29. The Lord Yahweh is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It doesn't say that the Most High is terrible for no reason, man. Best believe that name isn't just a title, you know. It's really that, man. The Most High is terrible, man. You know. The Most High is terrible, man. Don't play. Don't think this is just a name, a title only. Don't think it's that only, man. He is really terrible, man. He can make you go out in some crazy ways, man. Final destination type of thing. You know? Yeah, man.
I overheard the story from one of the brothers, and a colleague at their workplace, another guy wanted to basically replace one of the brothers. That the guy that would replace the brother at the working place, his hand was cut off, man. It only was attached by a little, piece of meat.
Damn.
That shows you, man. The Most High is terrible, man.
Most High can do stuff. Yo.
At the wrist, here. Ooh.
He survived, right? He survived, right?
I think he did. I didn't hear that he died, but it's only get your hand cut off like that, man.
Yeah, but if he survives, it's even worse, man.
Yeah, you have to walk around with.
He has to suffer. Yeah, he has to suffer that for the rest of his life, man. You know. Yeah, man. Just like that, things can change, man. And mind you, this female, she wasn't bad at all, man. She was pretty decent looking.
She was a 7.
You know, she was decent. That's why I say decent. She was decent looking, man. To each their own, of course. To each their own, of course. But yeah, man. To each their own, of course. But that just shows you, man. A lot of these females also have pride and stuff like that. Like the Most High can just make something like that happen towards them. You know. Oh yeah, I'm pretty. Niggas ain't shit. You know. I do what I want. I'm a boss, bitch. You know. Stuff like that. All of a sudden, something like that happens to you. Now what? Now what? You have to suffer that for the rest of your life, man. Mind you, you have children seeing you and saying, "Ew." Yo, do you know how humbling and how embarrassing that is, man? You have children saying, "Aha, look at him, or look at her." You know? You see? Hey, man. Very embarrassing stuff, man. But hey,
Got a precept?
got skin hanging off of your face. Messed up, man. Yeah, yeah.
This is Isaiah 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, O ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Right, when that time comes, y'all female that are at ease right now, when that time comes, man, it's going to be horrible for y'all, man. Ain't no more going to the stores, oh, I'm gonna get this makeup, I'm gonna get this mascara, I'm gonna get this eyeliner, I'm gonna get this a pencil to basically write upon my face. All of that convenience, it's all gone, man. You know, you gonna wish you have a man in those kind of days, man. You know, that independent mentality, I'm a boss bitch, a boss lady and stuff like that. All that whole spirit is going to be gone, man. You know, you ain't going to be a boss lady when the police ain't here anymore, man. You know, when there's basically chaos upon the streets. You know, ain't no order anymore upon the streets. Now you have the police. You know, you have the police. Everything is convenient, man. If something happens, hey, call 911 or call 112. You know, call security. You know, call the ambulance. All convenient in the stores. You just basically get what you want. Oh yeah. Today I'm gonna eat this fruit berry. Today I'm gonna eat this pancake with pudding and this, that, such and such. I'm gonna go to the dressing store, get some nice clothing, you know, because I'm going to a party later and stuff like that. Then going to the makeup store or whatever the fuck it's called, buying some makeup. All that convenience is going to be gone, man. Ain't no more makeup, ain't no more stuff like that, man. Y'all gonna wish y'all have a man in those days, man. You know, that whole spirit is going to vanish, man. You know,
Bishop?
yeah.
This is 2 Timothy 3, 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So like the brother's going into, man, if you go into that word perilous, perilous means to be exposed to danger. And when these women, these females are going to be exposed to danger, they are going to want to cling to a man. And they're all going to want to cling to a man of the Lord because he's going to have that real protection. He's going to have that hedge of the Most High. You know?
Precept on that.
Hey, yeah, man. Let's get the Hebrews and then go into that. Let's get the Hebrews and then go into that, man, because that's very good, man.
This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power.
Yeah, man. It's a fearful thing, you know. If you want to speak on that, you can speak on that a bit. Can you get Deuteronomy 32 and 30? You want it? And Leviticus 26 and 8. Can you get Can you read it again, Balakisha?
This is Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Yeah, man. It's a terrible thing, man. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, man. If the Most High wants you out, you gonna be out, man. Ain't no entities helping you. Y'all people that be worshiping entities, you know. Can you get that also? Where was that at? Worship the creature more than the. Yeah, man. You know. Yeah, man. Those entities that they be worshiping also such as in their life have received benefits. I believe it was in Second Ezra.
Yes.
Can you get that also? Yeah, man. So y'all people that be not only in the Caribbeans, because you also have a lot of people in America, these witches and warlocks everywhere around the globe, man. You know, y'all people that be worshiping entities to get benefits, you know, to get protection, spiritual protection and stuff like that. It ain't nothing, man. Once the Most High wants you out, man. Ain't no entity helping you, man.
No. You know I'm a Leo, man. You know how Leos
I'm
get
an
down.
Aries. I'm a Sagittarian.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, ain't none of that
I
happening.
got stones to protect me,
Right.
man. You know, I'm a
The
Leo.
energy stones from the atmosphere and the HuO2 from the curricula. Man, ain't none of that working, man. Ain't none of that helping, man. Once the Most High wants you out, you out. You know, just like a game. When it's game over, it's over, man. You can't replay anymore. Once the Most High wants you out, it's done. You know? It's like a laser sight on a weapon. Once that thing is pointed at you, that red dot, all the person has to do is to click and it's done. And you hit. You know? Esau, Edom has that on the left-hand side. They have that, what is it called again? That it tracks your movement. So everywhere you go, that red beam goes.
What the heat-seeking missile.
Motion
something.
sensor.
Yeah, but also
Motion
these weapons have it, man.
Motion sensor or heat seeker.
Motion, I think a motion sensor, because these boats, these aircrafts, these battleships also have that. When a missile comes in, they have this sentry gun or something like that. They have a gun at the front to basically
That's a heat-seeking missile.
To
Six heat.
yeah, man. Esau already has that, man. You know that gun basically at the front of the ship. He sees something coming in, and then he starts shooting at it to basically decrease or protect the impact. You know, decrease the impact. You know, Esau already has that, man. That basically that heat-seeking or that tracing. Now, point that I'm trying to make is, once the Most High wants you out, you out. Simple as that, man. Once the Most High wants you out, you out. There ain't no ducking and dodging. There ain't no standing behind someone. No, man. You out. Ain't no entities helping you. You know. them entities that you be worshiping every day, you bow down to them every day, you take baths every day, taking baths to basically,
Loso.
yeah, man, to protect you, you know, praying to stones, you know, praying with your witches and warlocks, basically having rituals every day. Ain't none of that happening, man. Ain't none of that helping.
Mostly the Caribbean do that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Always.
a lot.
When you had enemy with someone,
Yeah,
protect
yeah.
yourself, protect
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Who are
yeah.
yourself? Then you
Yeah,
walk.
yeah, yeah.
Just a lot of leaves and stuff. Every time I look in the
Mhm.
window, see the neighbor.
Yeah,
You know what's
yeah.
and when I go to the house, you hack something in there. When you open the door, you look at it. You think they always have that.
Yeah, yeah.
Everywhere. I said, what's going on, man? Why you have the Most High, man? The Most High protect you anyway. But
Yeah.
fuck all those things, man.
Yeah. Can I get the? I gave you two, right?
I have.
What was the first one?
I have the second Esdras.
I have Nehemiah.
So you have known me, have loved my law, liberty.
Yeah.
This is second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse. Starting in verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Right. You basically wanted to do what you wanted to do. You know, you wanted to do what you wanted to do, and now you gonna basically get what you get, man. You rather serve entities than you serve the Most High. Okay. You gonna have to basically get the pros and cons of that also, man. Because to everything there are pros and cons to it. Well, the pros and cons of worshiping an entity is you get fast money, or Salakia, you get fast money, or you get basically your luck increases, so things coming upon your path, you know. Your luck increases, things coming upon your path, and all of a sudden you have a better job, you have a better car, your wife is in order, you have multiple wives, maybe even, man. That's that fast stuff. You know, those are the pros, or that are the pros, right? Yeah, those are the pros. Then the cons coming in. You might have to sacrifice something. You might have to sacrifice your child. Might have to do a lot of things, man, that you don't want to do. But hey, and then the first one is, if you keep on worshiping that entity and you don't repent, your ass is waiting for judgment, man. You know? So choose, man. It's really the pros and cons. You can choose, man. That fast money, that fast car. It's even in the rapping industry also, man. You know, they talk about getting that quick money, that money out of the mud, basically quick money, drug selling money. You know, it's fast. It's fast. Blood money, it's fast. You know, trying to get it out of the mud. They always talk like that, man. And nowadays they always talk like that. All these new artists talk like that, man. Gotta get it out of the mud. This dirty money, sipping on this dirty. You know, they all talk like that. And it ain't for nothing that they talk like that, man. It's fast money, but it has consequences to it, man. To everything there are consequences, man. Towards that fast money, there are also consequences to that fast money, man. You know, you don't know how they got that fast money. Maybe robbed someone, maybe killed someone. You know, maybe sold a lot of drugs, and then off of that got that fast money. But it all shows you that there are pros and cons to everything, man. You know?
Yeah, can I say something? That movie with the movie name from Brazil. You know the black guy? He was crazy, laughing, shooting, bam, bam, bam. In Brazil, the true story about him in the movie. And he went to the fundo, a woman, and then she helped him to make him rich. But then he make a lot of money on the street. That movie, he calling let me
Drag you down, man, or drag you into their ways, man. Where it says like, oh yeah, all my friends are basically all the girlfriends are hoes, but she is not a hoe. Nah, man, that don't make no sense. If her friends are a hoe, she is most likely a hoe too, man. You are with what you surround yourself with. Yeah, you can say something.
Yeah, so like he was going into, if you are among these wicked people, they might have a lot of knowledge, but that's knowledge and wickedness, man.
Yeah.
And knowledge and wickedness is not wisdom.
Yeah.
So if you surround yourself with people that are constantly busy with the scriptures, you're gonna have wisdom and righteousness, how to establish something that is prosperous, and long lasting. Our tazah, of course, the Most High can bring you up and bring you down. But you sure don't have to watch your back, man, because you took money in an ill way.
Get Jeremiah 4.
We can't find it there. I talk about this, the City of God. You never see this movie? It's crazy, man. What he was talking about, that remind me the movie City of God, because of that. When you on the street and you want to make more money, hustle and stuff, and you want to make it more bigger, then you go to the witchcraft, the fundu.
Yeah.
That's what the movie show you there, man. City of God. I know you all see that. You see it too?
No.
Wow. Should have seen. Hey, this crazy movie, man. How you gonna see this
Four.
And same thing when you the movie Belly. So you have to put the blood in your the paper to sign the how you say that?
The contract.
The beginning of the movie, you see Belly. When you see Belly was the boy was small. He signed the blood contract, and then he become big to make it like how you say that? He become brown,
Yeah.
making money off it, kill all that shit.
Yeah. A lot of these things, man, they basically doing witchcraft to basically have a successful business. Have a successful business. They have to maybe get some bones, then basically dig it under the shop, because that's what a lot of these people
Yeah, go
Had
ahead.
a precept.
can. So a lot of these people, especially in Africa, they heavy on that where those bones are from. But don't question me about where those bones are from. But they put bones under their stores to basically get more customers, get more money in. That income increases. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. You see, you had something to say.
Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 4, verse 8. Nisimon. And again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wouldst fall down and worship me.
Right. If you basically bow down and rather serve someone or Satan, Satan, than the Most High, then you get everything. You get all these carnal blessings, that brand new car, the most beautiful female you ever seen, the biggest house, millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Your whole family tree is set for life. Your children, your grandchildren, they quote unquote set for life. But the Most High, the Most High, He can take you out just like that, man. It don't matter blessings. You can have 1 fucking million, right? But if you can't even wipe your own ass every day, then what the fuck is that million worth, man? You have this billionaire, I believe it was this, either he's a millionaire or billionaire, but he's disabled, but he has a lot of money. He cannot walk to the bathroom or to make his own food, man. He cannot do these kind of things. So what does it matter that you have a lot of money if you cannot put it to use? Or what does it matter if you have a lot of money but you're gonna die you're gonna live a very short life. What does it then matter, man? What does it really matter then? You see? A lot of these people thinking about ways to basically escape this society or to escape the hell that our people as a whole are going through, man. The Israelites, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You have a lot of these jakes. They wanna look for ways to bypass these curses, man, to get blessings on the left-hand side.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
The brother explains that our people are trying to escape, you know, basically the hell, right, that we're put in. But the higher they climb, the harder they're gonna fall when shit hits the fan, man.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
Because the people that are already accustomed to living in shitty, you know, conditions,
Yeah.
already know how to survive in a certain way, man.
Yeah.
They have certain knowledge about how to make it from day by day.
Yeah, man.
So when that time hits, man, they have a higher chance than those that are, you know, all the way up there, man. And the only way to really make it is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, of course, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You got a precept?
Yeah, real quick, you know. Yeah, you can get the precept out. Then I'm gonna show
Got
something.
the Jeremiah for you.
Yeah.
This Sirach 30 verse 16. There's no riches above a sound body,
Yeah.
and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Yeah, man. There are no riches. It's good. It's the best to get to have a good body, man. To have a healthy body. Ain't no money is worth more than a healthy body, man. Can you read it one more time, Ak?
This is Sirach 30 verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
So what does it matter if you have a lot of money and you can't put it to use? You know, you have all kind of sicknesses, but you have a lot of money though. You have a lot of money though.
You can buy a Ferrari, put it
Right.
in the garage, and only look at it.
Let's
you
go.
can't,
Right.
you know.
Show me a band right now. Show me thousands of euros right now. Can you do that? No, you can't, right? I got all this money, I got this car, got all these females, you know.
Can't get your dick hard.
Can't even get your schlong hard, man. Can't even have a nice, well, have a fun time with a female. Can't even do that. But you have a lot of money. It doesn't matter, man. It really does not matter. You know? You have this guy, you was talking about it. You have a lot of these people that they go up, or a lot of these people they want to bypass and then go up in the ladder in this world, basically on the left hand side. They want to do a lot of stuff. Now there's this guy called OG Mako. He had one or two big hits. This American rapper OG Mako. He had one or two big hits, right? So that money started coming in. Everything was going good for him. Everything was going good for him. Now, what happened?
What happened was
He had his female also, man. He had a female also. Female was taking good care of him.
Jake.
Probably, I don't know. But his female was taking good care of him. That money was coming in, so everything was going good for him. Ain't no trouble in the world. You know, tons of shows, you know, thousands upon thousands of people basically screaming his name, OG Mako, singing his songs, everything. What happened was this. I'm gonna show the camera first and then, yeah, man. This is basically what happened, man. OG Mako. You can look up this guy, this rapper. He had a hit in like 2014, I believe. And his face went from this to the other picture, man. You know? And that's what the Most High can make you do, man. That's what the Most High can not make you do, but make the Most High can basically
Will allow that.
the Most High can basically change your life just like that, man. Because you maybe are proud or judgment is awaiting you, man.
What happened? Virus?
Virus, man.
Flesh eating?
Flesh-eating disease, man.
Flesh eating, from the
Flesh-eating
drugs.
disease.
Drugs.
Flesh-eating disease. I don't know from what. The Most High just
Something like that.
yeah. Flesh-eating. You know what he said? He was in the hospital. You know what this guy said? He was explaining his story, right? And then all of a sudden things start changing. Maybe in a couple of days. he first started feeling sick or weird, you know what he said? He basically could scratch off and like
Peel off his skin.
he could hear his own skin just fall upon the ground, man.
Yeah.
He could hear his own skin fall upon the ground. Flesh-eating disease.
He be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
His face was from normal to yo. And what happened to the female? When this guy was going through a tough time, everything was going good at first. The female left him. She said, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore.
She gone.
She gone.
She be gone, man.
She gone. You see?
She be like,
And yeah, man.
hey, this fucked up, man.
Hey, that's just like how we started this lesson. The Most High can do a lot of stuff, man. And this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing actually what the Most High can do way worse, man. And he can do way more.
Yeah.
Final destination, man.
Hey,
Final
that-
destination.
hey.
You have a lot of ways to
I
die.
was talking about that, the spirit, man. I was talking about that. The movie I always explain, just you don't know what's going to happen. But then something, tack, tack, tack.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
an angel waiting for you to die.
Yeah,
Clack, clack, clack. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Why you
it.
cut me up, man? Why you cut me up?
No, it was so yeah,
Yeah, man.
Got a precept?
yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah.
This is Nehemiah. Nehemiah 1, verse
Yeah,
5. And it reads,
Yeah.
there's a lot of weeds.
That is Yonko.
Yeah. Nehemiah 1, verse 5. And said, I beseech thee, O Yahweh, power of heaven, the great and terrible power that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments.
Terrible power, man. Terrible power. Don't think the name, the Most High, it's just a title, man. Terrible. Don't think it's just a title, man. The Most High shows you too, man. Tons of examples out there. He can show you like, hey, you can really, you actually have it good in comparison to these people, man. You actually, it's a very humbling experience to see a person before and after of what happened to that person, right? You know, everything was normal, everything was going good. All of a sudden, things start changing. Now, hey, they have to live their ways a whole nother way, man. They have to live their life a whole nother way, you know, because of judgment.
Precept.
You see? Kanak.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, starting at verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for the white. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and shall not see the white.
Right. We suffer things. The man of the Lord that are in this truth, we suffer things, but we hope. We know the end goal. We see the end goal. These people that are in the world, they suffer things. They don't have no hope, man. They don't have no end goal. They don't have no end goal. We have an end goal. You know? Just like we see the finish line, they don't see it, man. They just see an endless road.
Because we know why we're going through these things,
Right.
but they don't.
Right, exactly, man. Yeah, man. So, just like that, flesh-eating disease. Hey, flesh-eating disease is horrible, man. It's slow. The transition, the things you have to go through, just things, skin starts peeling off of your face, man. You know, there was a point where this guy, this artist, he had to walk around with not even bandage, you know, the white rolls where you can like a mummy.
Yeah.
Basically, he had to be like that, man. You know,
Like a
Band-Aid.
mommy. Like a mommy, you don't
Yeah.
have to walk.
he had to be like that, man, because his face was that fucked up. Now, that ain't the worst of all things, right? Because what made it even worse was this rapper, he posted it on Instagram to let his fans know what happened to him. Okay. He showed it, okay, cool and all.
lost fans, right?
Then I looked into the comment section. What these people be saying. Some people they really fucked up. The scriptures talk about it, man. You ain't supposed to laugh at the
Trial.
to score.
you ain't supposed to laugh when someone's
What
being
is-
judged. I don't know what that scripture is again.
Don't
Yeah,
laugh on the score.
because the most they can take it away and bring it
Yeah,
upon you.
right. Can you get that?
Yeah.
Because what these people was doing, what these people, what these people was doing. So this guy was explaining like, this and that happened. He showed his whole face, but basically with a wrap around his face because his face was that fucked up. So he had to like put a mask on, or I don't know how you call it in English, but basically, you get the point. You know. So I looked to the comment section, and a lot of these fans or a lot of these people that was following that Instagram account, they said like, yeah, they was basically mocking this guy, man. They was mocking this guy. They said, yeah, a guy that had AIDS, he spit on his face, and now his face is fucked up. Yo, I saw that shit. I was like, yo, this guy is good. Hey, that's horrible, man. I ain't making this shit up. This is real life, man. This is really what's going on, man. So not only the Most High, he took away his wife, his pride also, because his pride, hey man, it's a very humbling experience to have your face looking like that, man. All of a sudden his hair also started falling off, you know, because it was all the way up to here also, to the middle of his head.
Yeah.
His dreads was falling off, so it was a very humbling experience that also, man. So the Most High took away that ego or that pride. The Most High took away that ego or that pride that this guy had. Then also, the Most High took away his wife. Okay. The Most High took away, the Most High made him not only suffer, right? Not only suffer and basically go through these things, hearing and seeing your skin basically fall upon the ground and stuff like that. He also made people mock you off of your sorrows, basically, man. Off of what happened to you. Hey, you see, it's a. The Most High can do a lot of things, man. He can do a lot of things. Now, you had let's get the Jeremiah real quick, because then we finish with that. People are very wise to do.
To read on this. Goes on. It's good.
Okay, yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 19. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that had understanding above the highest. So, it's the Most High that judges you, man. He decides what's going to happen to your life. And understanding of the Heavenly Father far exceeds that of us, you know, in the flesh, man. He knows how to jack us up the most. You know, judge our enemies.
Hey, hit him where it hurts.
Yeah.
And that's why it also says, I'm gonna get that scripture, but it says basically you as a person, you shouldn't question the Most High, you know? You shouldn't question the Most High, because the Most High, hey, he does what he wants, man. You see? Don't question the Most High, man. I believe it was I'm gonna get that scripture. I'm gonna get that scripture. Let me see.
I got the precept.
Can you keep on reading on? Or was this finished?
It goes on.
Yeah, you can speak on
Good,
it.
man.
Go.
Verse 20, for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. So that's what happens to our people, man, that don't walk in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They get jacked up because of that. They don't walk in his ways, man.
Yeah, you had something, huh?
Yeah.
Verse 21, for the Most High hath given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. And that's what has been given unto our forefathers, man. You know, when the Most High, through Moses, gave us the last 10 strict commandments. What we should do to observe and basically live. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not of his ways. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants. In his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. You see, so that's what happens to those that turn away to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that belong to our people, man. They're trying to seek the protection and the wealth, you know, that Esau's, giving them right now, man.
Yeah, man. Is that finished?
Yeah. Now it's done.
Hey, ain't none. No, man, it's all good. Ain't none with the Most High, man. The Most High does everything. You see? Get that real quick.
This is 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. The Lord Yahweh make it poor and make it rich.
Right. Oh, okay. It ain't no mother, God, mother, you know. God is a woman, the women of God. What else do these people be saying, man? These people be saying a lot of folly, man.
They call it protecting angel. They always say that they got this angel, right, that's protecting them.
Yeah, man. The mother of God, you know, the God mother, you know, all of these things that these people be saying, but the scriptures, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not pretty sure because I'm reading it also. Don't you have eyes also? Doesn't it say there is no power with him? What don't you understand of that, man? These
Beside
people,
him, there's no
there's no power besides him, man. So he does everything, man. So if it already says that, then why do you think in your stupid and wicked mind to also say God, mother, or the mother of God, or basically adding on to the scriptures, man? Y'all people are going to die for that. You also had this female called Ariana Grande. She made a video, a music video. She made a song titled "God is a Woman" or something like that. You know, that's Queen of Heaven. They basically, hey, man.
The Queen of Heaven spirit.
Yeah,
Queen
man.
of Heaven worship. Yeah.
For no reason, yeah, man. Anyway, can you keep on reading?
You want the Jeremiah or
No.
Samuel?
Was it finished? What you just read?
No,
Yeah, finish it.
this is 1 Samuel 2 and verse 7. The Lord Yahweh make it poor and make it rich.
He does it.
He bring it low and lift it up.
Right. He makes you rich. He makes you poor.
He raised up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord Yahweh's, and he hath set the world upon them.
Right. The Most High can do all these things, man. The Most High can make a bum that was on the streets begging for money. All of a sudden, he's one of the richest men upon planet Earth, man. The Most High can do that, man, if he wants to. You know, he has that power to do these kind of things, man.
Have that beggar, beg for a little bit of money. You then go to this liquor store, buy the scratching card, and then he makes money with that scratching card.
Yeah, man.
All of a sudden, you're rich. Hey, the Most High can make you go out in funny ways, man. Now, how you say that, you have people, they winning the lotteries. Their mother sees that money, and they basically have a heart attack, man. Now you have a blessing, and
You lose a family member at the same
and you
time.
lose a family member at the same time, man. The Most High is funny with it, man. The Most High, hey, man. Yeah, man. So what did you have, Ak?
I have the Isaiah.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 45.
So there's no questioning the Most High, man. You should not be questioning the Most High. You know, don't do it for your own good. Don't do it. You know, don't do it, man. For your own good. Do not do it. You know, just don't, man. Just don't. There's no reason to. Just don't. Obviously, we complain we complain, but then you gotta catch yourself, man. You gotta catch yourself again. Like, hey, why the fuck am I complaining? But don't let it go overboard towards you. You start questioning the Most High, man. Then, hey, watch out. Watch out, man. Then a lot of these entities starts coming into your head. Hey, saying a bunch of dumb shit. Next thing you know, hey, you see, that's why this
Blaspheming
is
the Holy Spirit.
yeah, man. That's why this is a spiritual battle, man. Ephesians 6. Can you get Ephesians 6, huh? This is a spiritual battle, man. You know,
Can I say something when you're done?
spiritual battle. So yeah, man. The Isaiah, yeah. After Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 45, verse 9. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou? Or thy work he had no hands?
Right. You should not do those kind of things, man. You should not question the Most High. You know, your favorite shoe that you wear every day, he doesn't ask you back, hey, why you wearing me every day? Or let me just say it like this. You should not question the Most High, man. He is far greater. His knowledge is far greater. The wisdom, the wisest of the best wisdom that you can have upon planet Earth doesn't come close to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Most High has, man. The wisdom that the Most High has. It doesn't even come close, man. There is a clear difference. Don't get it twisted. You know? Don't get it twisted, man. This flesh can make you think things that are not good, man. You know? Thinking like, oh, why doesn't the Most High just do this instead? Why doesn't he do that instead? Don't think like this, man. This body is simple. You know? You gotta catch yourself. It's a spiritual battle, man. Don't think like this. Questioning the Most High and stuff like that. That ain't supposed to be happening for your own good. You know? For your own good. The angels even tremble when they present themselves unto the Most High, Yahweh Shemashai, man. Dude, wait. Can you get that, Makasha? Can you just get that? Even the angels tremble. Let me see.
I know Song of Demons. That one, I know that one. It's in that's in James. One of the Psalms. That one is What, the Hebrews? Or the James, I mean?
2nd Ezra 8 and 21. Strong, inestimable, whose glory. Yeah. 2nd Ezra 8. 2nd Ezra 8 and 21. The angels even tremble, man, when they present themselves unto the Most High, Yahweh Shemashai. Then who are you to question the Most High, man? You know? The angels don't even question the Most High, man. They just listen and take orders, man. There ain't no questioning, man. But then again, a lot of these people, these worldly people that are upon planet Earth, they be questioning the Most High. Don't mingle yourself with that spirit, man, that these people be having. And if you see, if you hear demons in your head saying these kind of stuff, counter it with the scriptures. Read these scriptures, man. You know, because demons can also come into your head and say some dumb stuff, man. You know.
When the 2nd Ezra, man?
Yeah, the 2nd Ezra.
It's the 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 21. Whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling.
The Most High Yahweh. The angels stand in front of the Most High Yahweh. They tremble, man. When they stand in front of the Most High Yahweh, they tremble. There ain't no questioning, man. There ain't no questioning. You gotta realize, when you question something, you might think, when you question something, you think there's a better way, or you think you better, basically.
Yeah.
That is actually what you're saying, man. Because if someone says, hey, now we're going to do it like this, and you questioning, You're basically saying you can do it better, man. Now, it already shows you in these wolf packs, if you basically buck up against the leader, what happens to you? If you buck up towards the leader, you get cut off, man.
Outcast.
You want to question the Most High, so basically you saying you can do it better, or you know better.
You got a better solution.
You got a better solution. You know better. The wisdom that you have is better, so you want to do this instead because it's better in your eyes. No, man. Stop it. Stop it. Ain't no questioning, man. That's basically what you're saying if you question the Most High. You think you can do it better. You see? So, what did we have? We had something else?
Jeremiah.
Did we read the Jeremiah?
No, and I
Yeah.
have Ephesians.
Let's go back to Jeremiah. What is the Ephesians?
About the putting on the whole armor. Personally,
Yeah. Let's get that.
And I also have the one with the man that had the shit falling off his face that people were mocking him, you know.
Yeah. Let's get the Ephesians and then go back into that and then go into some spiritual powers.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, starting in verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
Be strong, man. Be strong. Yeah.
Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Why should you be putting on that whole armor of the Most High Yahweh Shemashai? Because this is a spiritual battle, man. It is a spiritual battle. You know? It is a spiritual battle, man. Y'all people don't realize that, man. You had this dude, the brother Tazaba was teaching, right? The brother Tazaba was teaching. And I looked to the left of me, and I saw a dude, he basically was talking to Aaron, man. Basically, someone was in front of him, and he was talking to that person for 30 minutes straight, man. 45 minutes straight. He was talking to someone imaginary that was in front of him, man. You know? This ain't no joke. This ain't no making up stuff, man. They show you that in the movies also, man. They show you that in these movies also. Spirits and stuff like that. It ain't no joke, man. Don't think it's a joke. You know? People talk. Esau labels it as a sickness, like saying
Schizophrenia.
he has schizophrenia, bipolar. He has what is that other thing called again? Borderline, stuff like that. You know, Esau classifies it like that. Like, oh no, he just needs some pills and then it's straight. Nah, man, it's demons.
Legion of demons.
Legion of demons, man. Yo.
But then you also, it's funny that you speak on it because I was going through. I looked demons up in the Bible. How many times it popped up? I don't know how many times, but then always with a sickness you see demons. You know, this son, he became mute. He couldn't speak. You know, that's also a demon. You know, and the other man that was shaking constantly. How do you call that sickness? Not shell shock, but when somebody. Huh? But how do you call that sickness when somebody is constantly
Parkinson.
No.
the Parkinson.
Epileptic.
Yeah, that's also demons, you know. Yeah.
It's just
When,
like
when you see a lot of
Oh,
lights
yeah,
and stuff like that, then you know the person short circuits. All these things are demons, man.
Yeah,
But then Esau
That's
comes
demons?
with that's demon. The scriptures speak about that. You see?
Yeah, man. Legions of demons, man. Esau just gives it a name. You know, Esau just gives it a name, and then all of a sudden, it ain't spirits anymore. You don't think of spirits anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
You got it right.
Hey, Esau is powerful, man. The Most High gave Esau a power to deceive a lot of these people, man. Esau just says a name and then it's that. It ain't spirits. It's just schizophrenia. It's just epileptic. Esau does these things, man. And then you might think like it's just an epileptic attack. He's just schizophrenic. He just has borderline. Nah, man, ain't none of that. It's legions upon legions of demons, man. You know, don't get it twisted. Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 20, starting at verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So the 1,000 years is referring to the time that we ruled as a people in Europe, not known as the Israelites, but we ruled as a people, during the Dark Ages. When those 1,000 years were Dunsky, which happened around 300 to 1300, then Esau was allowed to come back into slowly but surely into power. But he had been given the power by the Heavenly Father to deceive the whole world, man. Mm-hmm. So the brother was talking about that Esau really has that power to deceive the people, man.
Yeah, man. He just puts a name on it, and then all of a sudden, you ain't thinking of no spirits anymore, man. Meanwhile, it's spirits, man. You see? And Esau knows it. They know it. Oh, they know it. Don't get it twisted. They know it. But they just want to give names to basically not think of that. Not think of spirits.
Let me get that one. Luke 9 and 37.
Because also if they tell you that it's demons, where do those demons come from?
Right.
Is there
is there a God? Is there a God then? If there are demons, there has to be angels, a God also, because demons are just left-hand angels, right? So if there are left-hand angels, there have to be right-hand side angels also, man. Just like there is a plus and a minus. It's both, man. It's not just a plus, it's also a minus. Just like how you have white, you have black also, man. You have positive and you have negative. Everything is balanced, man. So if there are demons, there has to be a God also, man, that created these kind of things.
That's also one of the things that I started to consider prior to coming into truth. Was like, hey, I see all these satanic things happening, in the music industry and in Hollywood. Does that then mean that there is a, that there is a God? There is a true power that is, in righteousness? Then you start to question a lot of things, and then, slowly but surely, the Most High is gonna direct you in certain ways. And hey,
yeah, man,
I'm here, man. I'm gonna endure.
You had the Luke?
Yeah, the epileptic attack. This is Luke 9, verse 37. And it came to pass that on the next day, when they were come down from the hill, much people met him. And behold, a man of the company cried out, saying, Master, I beseech thee, look upon my son, for he is mine only child. And lo, a spirit taketh him, and he suddenly cried out, and it teareth him that he foamed again, and bruising him hardly departed from him. And I besought thy disciples to cast him out, and they could not. And Yahushua answering said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son hither. And as he was yet a-coming, the devil threw him down and tear him. And Yahushua rebuked the unclean spirit and healed the child and delivered him again to his father.
Right. So basically, there was a person that had an epileptic attack. The father of that person sent him to the disciples of Yahushua. Then the disciples, they couldn't get that spirit out of him. And then Yahushua got that spirit off of him, man. But that person had an epileptic attack. So that shows you already, hey, nothing new under the sun, man. And this is a spirit. That shows you that this is a spirit, Nowadays we call it an epileptic attack, But before this word epileptic, it was just spirits, man. But Esau, he knows how to trick a lot of these people, man. Esau rather make you not think that there is a Most High. That's why they always have these words. You only live once. You only live once. Do what you want. That's why Esau always have that Esau doesn't want you to believe in the Most High. He doesn't want you to basically know that a higher power exists. The Most High. Esau doesn't want that. Esau doesn't want you to know that the Most High exists. You know.
Can I say something? When Esau knows it's about demons,
Yeah.
but he don't. Oh, sorry. Okay. When Esau knows it's about demons, stuff like that, but Esau just make you think it's another way.
Yeah.
This is like, oh, this is because of your blood or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
something
yeah.
wrong with the hair. You sleeping enough and stuff like that. But the Most I put that shit on you, man. He fuck you up, and Esau be like, it's not that. So he put the other way. But what happened? My stepdaughter, I tell her she was, how you say that, right?
Epileptic.
Yeah, I tell her, I said, that's demon. She said, no, that's not demon, the doctor said that. I was like, that's why I leave it.
Yeah.
But I know it was a demon, but then, now you remind me back that shit,
And
man. Hey.
this is in Mark 9, the same account. Mark 9, verse 26. And the Spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him, and he was as one dead, insomuch that many said, he is dead. But Yahushua took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he was come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could not we cast him out? And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. So yeah, you have certain ones that are super strong, you know, the demons. So you have to go into prayer and fasting to get that demon off you.
Yeah.
You know?
And that also
I was
shows
told her that.
that also shows you how strong prayer and fasting is, man. You have demons that they
That's
make you
exactly-
forget that you need to pray, man.
It's exactly what you're going into. It's a spiritual warfare.
Yeah,
You
man.
don't know what is happening when you're in a fasted state. You don't know what's
Yeah.
happening when you're sending up your prayers to the Most
Yeah.
High. You know, the scriptures speak about how the prayers pierce through the clouds.
Yeah.
You know, so those things we can't see what's happening.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
with our earthly eyes and stuff like that. But there's something spiritual
Yeah, man.
happening.
You have demons not letting you. I was talking to the elder brother a couple of weeks ago, and he said, "Hey, what you gonna do today?" I said, "Yeah, I just woke up. I'm gonna take in some herbs. I actually don't remember if I took in herbs yesterday, so I'm gonna take in some herbs and get some breakfast and stuff like that." Then he said, "Yeah, man, it's these demons not wanting to make you get herbs, man. You know, because these entities, they know these herbs are good for you, man. Certain kind of herbs that you need, they know it's good for you. So they might make you forget, or they might make you not taking these herbs, man. You know, that are very beneficial to your body.
You're like, it's a waste of time.
You see,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
man.
I
Yeah,
gotta do it
man.
now again. Nah, man.
Yeah,
it's,
man.
It's not working. I'm
Yeah.
not seeing the benefits.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly, man.
Same thing with prayer. Also, you're like, hey,
I was about to say, man, yeah, man. No, speak on it.
you know, you're like, okay, I'm gonna pray today when I'm in the car or in the shower. But then all of a sudden you think about certain other things,
Yeah.
and then you forget,
Forget.
and you're like, oh shit, no, I didn't pray.
Yeah.
So as soon as you think about, hey, I should pray on that
Pray.
moment because
Yeah.
you know, when you're busy during the day,
Yeah.
you just forget.
Yeah,
You know, so
Yeah,
these
man.
things, the demons, they whisper in your ear, they make other thoughts come into your mind.
Yeah, man.
You hear your own voice too, also, but it's not your voice. It's
Yeah.
the voice of the demon cloaked as your
Like
voice.
the AI voices
Yeah.
nowadays.
yeah. AI voice, yeah, man. They have a lot of these dead artists, right? They have an AI to where there's someone else basically singing the lyrics or making a song, and then they put an AI on it, make the AI edit the thing, and then all of a sudden you hear Tupac's voice,
I was just gonna
or
say
you
that.
hear Michael Jackson's voice. Hey, that already shows you the technology that keeps on advancing, man, and advancing, and it's gonna make it even more convenient to a point where people want to start taking in the chip. Oh, it's convenient to do this. It's convenient to do that. Oh, listen to music in your head. Oh, You can edit stuff, hey man.
Learn a language.
Learn
just
a
like
language just like that. Download the zip file. Now you have it in your mind. It's only €2.99. If you just scan it, you take the chip.
That. And if you take it today, it's 50 cents.
Right, they're gonna
You know?
make it convenient for you to do this to get that chip. You know? Just like they're making it convenient when you go into the store. You get this, you get that. Oh, I want to get strawberries today and some potatoes with some kiwi. I want to take some onions, some baked potatoes, some, you know, everything is convenient, set up good. It's set up good for you nowadays. You just have to scan with your phone. Bob, you do it like that, and you paid, man. And you paid. What is that leading towards, man? You do this with your phone, and then you pay, and then you out. You paid. You didn't have to open up your credit card. You didn't have to take your credit card and do this. Nah, man. You just do this. It's convenient, right? Convenient for you. Where is that leading towards? A lot of these people think, yeah, it's just a phone. Why are you overthinking stuff? You always overthinking stuff. Why are you overthinking stuff? Ain't nothing happening. You know, we've been upon earth so long, ain't nothing happening. You know, if these people really are crazy, then they would have been locked up or they would have been in jail. You know? Jake is simple. You tell them something, and then, you know, they simple like that, man. Jake is simple. But basically, what is it leading towards? It's leading towards that chip.
Also towards our persecution, because
Also.
with the AI technology, they're able to reproduce our voices and create
Of course.
create our likeness as
They
well. man.
gonna do deep fakes and basically make false accusations, man. You know, putting on false accusations, just like this guy Andrew Tate. You know, he's just an example. I just want to make an example out of him. You know, how they basically put some so-called R charges on him, R word charges on him, RA to the P to the, you know, to the E charges upon him, you know. Meanwhile, now he's free because really he didn't do these kind of things, they say, right? He didn't do these kind of things. These females also testified like, yeah, they just lied upon his name and stuff like that, right?
Dangerous.
But that's just a good example on what's going to happen to the man of the Lord, man. Then you have that
Esau.
steer.
Esau.
Esau. Esau.
Esau.
Esau. Yeah, man. So back to the thing. Where was I? Damn.
Yeah, it's a lock. Yeah, just
To the chip. To the chip.
yeah.
To the chip. It's leading towards that, man. It's leading towards the, what was that? To the chip. And
Yeah, Tate was
right,
with some charges.
Andrew, right. He was
hit with some charges.
hit with some charges. The females testified he didn't do nothing. You know, they even said like, yeah, we just lied upon his name. He really didn't do nothing like that. But a lot of these people were behind Andrew Tate, man. Meanwhile, he was being in jail and stuff like that. They were saying, free Andrew Tate. He didn't do nothing wrong and stuff like that. Now, concerning the man of the Lord, when those things start happening and they put false accusations, it ain't gonna be like that, man. People saying, oh yeah, free them, you know, free them. They didn't do nothing wrong. What did they say when Yahushua was upon the cross, man? What did they say?
Yeah, right before that, they said, "Let his blood be upon."
You see?
Yeah.
You see? They said, let him die, man. Basically, that's what they said. Let him die. You know? And hey, what do the scriptures say? We gotta follow the footsteps of Yahushua, man. You know? We gotta follow the footsteps of Yahushua. The servant is not greater than his Lord. We also gonna have to go through persecution, man, and stuff like that. You know? So, yeah, man. Now, no, you don't have to get that. Can you get the Jeremiah 4:22? Let's finish the.
Ik heb ook nog steeds de Ephesians.
Yeah, the Ephesians verse. Ephesians verse.
It's Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Yeah.
but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, man. So it's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual battle, man. You know? It's your flesh and these entities against you, man. Not only the flesh, also these entities against you, man. You see? It's a constant battle, man. Constant battle. You know? It's constant battle, man. And if you don't fight, you basically don't have no discipline, man. Like it says in Proverbs, I believe 21 or 24, it says, he that had no discipline is like a man. Anyway, can you get that? Meanwhile, roughly paraphrasing, he that had no discipline, you know, because hey, man, that's what is going into, man. If you have no discipline, you cannot fight. You basically just gonna get taken over, man. You know, you're gonna be slothful. You ain't going to be doing shit. You know, you gotta fight, man. You've gotta fight this flesh. Just like working out, man. You gotta fight. You don't want to work out every day, but you have to. Why? To keep your body healthy, to keep that discipline, man.
Yeah.
Doing stuff that you don't like to do keeps you disciplined, man. You know? It's a constant battle. You know? Constant battle, man.
The scripture at the
I'm
you didn't Proverbs.
Yeah, well, it's the same Proverbs.
Job, wisdom of Solomon, Sirach.
Proverbs 20, Proverbs 21. Let's see.
He that had no rule over his own spirit. Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 28. You had something you said?
Well, let me see.
Yeah, Proverbs 25 and 28.
Yeah. This is Galatians 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Walk in the spirit, man. Walk in the spirit. Read. Chill with brothers. You know? Walk in the spirit, man. Be in the spirit, man. Fight. You know? Fight this flesh and fight these entities, man. You know? Yeah?
For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh.
Constant battle, man. It's a constant battle. You know? It's a constant battle, man.
And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right. It's a constant battle, man. Constant battle. Constant battle, man. You have the
Proverbs.
yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Right. When you have no rule over your own spirit, when you don't have that discipline, you're gonna be weak, man. Weak like what?
It says, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without
A
walls.
city that is broken down without walls. That means you can just walk into it. It has no defense. It's weak. You see? It has no defense. What is the defense of a city? It's these walls that protecting the city. If there are no walls, an army can just walk in it like that. It's weak. There's no fighting against it. It's weak. You see? So you had the Ephesians.
Yeah, this is Ephesians was done like this.
Ephesians was done. Let's go back to the.
I also had an Acts with the vagabond Jews.
Yeah, let's get that now. Let's get that now, man. Because, hey, man.
We want Jeremiah.
No. Let's get the Acts. Because, hey, man. A lot of these people, they thinking it's a joke, you know. You had this dude. He was talking towards something that was not there in front of him, just visually wasn't there in front of him for 45 minutes, 30 minutes straight, man. You know. The brother was teaching. I was looking. Okay, I saw him. Yeah. He was talking like really having a conversation. Ain't no joke, man. Talking, having a conversation. 10 minutes pass. 20 minutes pass. I look again. I see him still standing, man. To a point where I had to tell us about like, yo, this guy is still talking, man, towards something that is not visually there. Spirits, man. Spirits.
I saw this video this week on Instagram, and this security guard that was working, I think, was in a nursing home or something, and he saw a woman that used to live there, be against the entrance of the place. So he'd be talking to her and things like that. Then the woman behind the camera sees him standing there talking, interacting. And she'd be like, "Hey, who are you talking to?" Then he explains he's talking to a woman, this, that, and the third. And she says this woman has been dead for over 2 years. She don't live here no more.
Yeah, man.
Then he be like, "What is that there in front of me then?" But the woman behind the camera, she didn't see nothing, man. Only he saw that what he was talking to.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, man.
Spirits are very real, man. Spirits are very real. You have tons of stories from the Caribbeans. Every country from the Caribbeans, you have stories, man. Jamaica, Haiti, Suriname, Guyana, French Guyana, Brazil, Peru. Always in those kind of countries, you have a lot of stories, man, about spirits. Spirits.
Island also.
Our island. Oh, hey, man.
Boy.
Ain't no joke. Until you see it. You have people that don't believe it. Alright, all cool. Until you see it personally with your own eyes, man. I've seen spirits, man, when I was little. Ain't no joke, man. It really ain't no joke. So yeah, man. So basically, people wanna joke, right? Like it's some kind of game. It's funny. The spirits are really out there, man. It's a constant battle. That's why it's a constant battle. These entities see that, hey, these are the people that following the Most High Yahweh Shai. Let's try to get them out. Let's try to make them go off.
Get them out.
That's why it's a constant battle the whole time, man. Now you have also people that tried to or acted like they followed the Most High Yahweh Shai. Jakes that tried, and what happened to them? Let's see, because they think it's a joke. These people think we are just a circus, we are just a clown show, an act, basically, and we basically just saying stuff. That's what they be thinking. They thinking it's just some kind of entertainment. Well, this is one example of what happens when you think it's all fun and games and it's jokes, man. And all these people gon' realize once the man of the Lord aren't on the highways and byways anymore, man. Go ahead, up.
Okay, this is Acts chapter 19, verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, saying, "We adjure you by Yahweh Shai, whom Paul preacheth." And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said,
Right. So these Jakes basically came in. They said like, "Oh, we order you in the name of Yahweh Shem Yashai, get out of this person." But they ain't following the Most High Yahweh Shem Yashai. They just took it as a joke. Like you can just say that and it's just a joke, basically, man.
yeah, there was like, we see what, the apostles
Right.
or the disciples did, who later became apostles, and it was like, yeah,
I can do it too, right?
Let
I
me
can
s-
do it too.
yeah,
It's entertaining.
let me see if it works what he said, hey,
Right.
what Paul's preaching, let me, adjure them, by the name of Yahweh Shai, Paul preaches.
Wanted to make a test. Wanted to basically test it out like it's some kind of joke.
Experiment.
Like it's like it's an experiment, man. You know, like it's an experiment. Now, let me tell you something. When you experiment, I'm just gonna show you how these people was thinking. Even Esau, when he experiments, he doesn't experiment upon people first. Why is that? Because it's he doesn't value no. He doesn't value it like that, man. He first does it with rats, for example, because they don't have no value. He doesn't see value in them. Experimenting means not seeing value. You first want to see what happens, and then you can make a basically a decision out of that, man. You don't know for sure. You basically don't basically just take it lightly.
Yeah, because the life of an animal, in their eyes is just replaceable, man. But
Yeah.
if you,
Yeah.
have something that you want to put on a market or you want to try out, you try it upon a person, if that person dies the first time you administer something, hey, that's gonna cause a lot of chaos, man. But if it's just an animal, that people look at, it's just a mouse, man. I can buy a mouse,
Right.
for a couple of euros in the pet store, man.
Experimenting, taking something lightly. What happened? What happened? I wonder. I really wonder what happened to them.
This is Acts chapter 19 and verse 15 again. And the evil spirit answered and said,
So the evil spirit that was upon this person.
Yahushai, I know, and
Whoa.
Paul I know.
Okay.
But who are ye?
Oh. Oh. Oh no. He said, Yahushai, I know that there's the spirit that was upon that person. He said, Yahushai, I know. Paul, I know. But who are you? Who are you? He didn't know that person. He was like, hey, who are you? What happened, Art?
Verse 16, and the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded.
Yo, so that entity that was upon that person, he said, Paul, Yahushua I know, Paul I know, but who are you? They didn't believe in the Most High Yahweh Shem Yashar. They was just experimenting, thinking it's a joke, right? Taking it lightly, thinking it's a joke. Well, what happened to them? The entity that was upon that person, he realized it. Like, hey, Paul I know, Yahushua I know, Paul I know, but who are you? What happened? That entity beated the shit out of these dudes, and they fled out of that house naked. Now, if you check videos upon, for example, social media, right, and you check fights out, you check out some fights.
Kimbo slice.
You check out some very brutal fights, right, where there's blood and everything, you know. They're fighting, blood and everything. I've never seen, even in a brutal fight, I've never seen someone that gets his ass beat so damn badly that he starts walking naked back, man, when he's done with the fight. You have to get your ass beat so badly that you that you run out of a house naked, man. Do you realize that? Hey, do you realize that, man? You fight. Hey, man. You don't see that a lot, man. You don't see that a lot on social media. You see just two person fighting and then one is just naked all of a sudden. Maybe his shirt is ripped off, or his chest is just basically his t-shirt is just basically ripped and his chest is bare, right? But you don't see someone just naked, running naked. Can you read it one more time? Can you read it one more time? Because that just shows you like, hey, they got their ass beat, you know, for thinking it's a joke and thinking the Most High Yahweh Shem Yashai is something lightly, man.
It's like playing with a gun. Does the gun work?
Yeah, man.
Like playing roulette with your friend. Does it work?
Yeah. playing Russian roulette.
Then you kill your friend.
Yeah.
This is Acts chapter 19, verse 16. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded.
Yeah, man. Got his ass beat so damn badly. Running butt naked. You know? So that's that. Now you had the Jeremiah, right? The Jeremiah 4 and 22. Yeah, man. So going back to that OG Mago guy, that whole stuff happened and stuff like that. The Most High, hey, the Most High, he can make you do he can make you go through stuff that's, hey, you know, he can make you go through stuff, man. You know, people do not consider until it happens to them. Then they consider. They don't consider until it happens to them. You know? Jake is wise to do evil. Jake is wise to get that quick money, to get those quick benefits. But then when the cons come in, they don't want to basically take those, or they don't want to get those cons. You know, there's pros and cons to this life, man.
You know, of the Creator, they worship the.
Yeah, we didn't got that all.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I need that, man.
This is Romans 1, verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, also gave them up to unclean spirits through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies, who changed between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Right. Worshipping the creature more than the creator, man. Getting those quick benefits. Worshipping that entity. You have these even these Elamites, you know, these heathens, these Elamites, they be worshipping these I don't know what it's called, these seven hands and elephant face and stuff like that. These weird
Frogs.
Yeah. These weird creatures, right? They worship these kind of things with a lot of legs and arms and shit. Next thing you know, you have their firstborn being born with a lot of arms, man, or a lot of legs. Now, don't think it's just some kind of coincidence, man. These things ain't no coincidence, man. They be worshiping these entities, and obviously these entities want something in return for those benefits that they give to these people, man. You see? Because the firstborn is very special, man. The firstborn is very special. You know? The firstborn is very special, man. And not only on the right-hand side, but on the left-hand side also, man. Very special. It's something spiritual about that firstborn, man. Firstborn, man. He opens up the matrix.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, man.
And also the firstborn gets all the inheritance, you know.
Yeah, man. On the left hand, even on the left-hand side, that firstborn is very spiritual, man. They can do a lot of stuff with basically being a firstborn, you know. Yeah, man. We have.
I have a.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah. Let's get to Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to the good they have no knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. Can you read it one more time?
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to the good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, man. They're wise to do evil. They sottish. They simple. Jake is simple. Stupid. They simple. You know? They simple, stubborn, hard-headed, stiff-necked people. You know? They wise to do evil. Get that quick money, that quick dough. To do evil, they have a lot of understanding to do evil. Rob a nigga, shoot a nigga, kill a nigga. You know? But to do good, they have no understanding, man. You know? To do good, they have no understanding. Now we was talking about, can you get Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 28?
17.
17 and verse 28. Yeah, man. So, just like we was talking about you shouldn't question the Most High, you know? Does the Father have, I don't know what it said anymore, but basically,
Don't strive against the maker.
don't strive, yes, Torah. Don't strive against your maker, man. Don't question the Most High and stuff like that. You know? Just like how we went to that, it also shows you shouldn't talk a lot, man. You shouldn't say some things, man. The scriptures are very clear upon those kind of things, man. The tongue is a very dangerous little instrument, man. Yeah? Can I get Ecclesiasticus?
This Ecclesiasticus 28. What was it? 28 then?
Let me see. 28 and 18.
28 verse 18. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue.
Yeah, man. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword. A lot of people died during wars. A lot of people died during wars, fighting wars, but not as many that have died by the tongue. Roughly paraphrasing. You know? Can you read it one more time, Ak?
This
Because
Ecclesiasticus.
you talk, you can talk a lot, but say the right things, man. Say the right things, you know? It's better that you just say nothing at all, man. It's better to talk shit in your head than to say it out loud. Because that can get you into a lot of trouble. But the point is, you shouldn't be even talking shit to begin with. But then, even if that happens, don't say it, man. Don't say it. You have to move a lot of muscles in your body. You have to move a lot of muscles in your body to say something, man. So just don't say it. Leave it in your mind. It's in your mind, right? Leave it there. Don't say it, man.
Can I give an example?
Yeah.
Because when it says that a lot have died by the tongue, it means that at the wrong moment, for instance, when they would stand before the king or before a mighty man, they would say something stupid, man. For instance, when you had the example of when King David summoned the Amalekite, and the Amalekite was saying like, yeah, you know, I slayed Saul, man. That was a very stupid thing of him to do, man. You know, even though he did not do it, he angered King David, and King David made a young man to fall upon that Amalekite, man.
That's why you shouldn't.
Cussing out someone's mama.
Don't say those kind of things, man. Don't altercation or you bumping into a Jake bumping into another Jake in the store. A Jake bumping into another Jake in the store, and he says something that can lead towards someone's death, man. Only by that, because you say something stupid. And then next thing you know, one gun gets pulled, another gun gets pulled, and then bop, 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 bop. A whole Boondocks movie or a Boondock scene only because of that, man. You know, only because of that. You know, you have a lot of these people also. They be very trigger happy, man. Because they have a gun, they basically wanna use it. Trigger happy.
Waiting for the moment that they are allowed to use it.
Right. They happy that they have a gun, so they want to use it too. You know. Wise as a serpent, harmless as doves, man.
Remember that Boondock scene on the parking lot? You had that guy in the suit coming by. Something happened with the gangster, and the gangster be yapping. Then the man in the suit, he goes crazy, and I think he beats up that Jake, the gangster type of guy.
Yeah, man. Don't talk a lot, man. Don't talk a lot. Don't talk a lot. And with that, I'm meaning like, for example, you being pulled over, or someone you get into an altercation with someone. Leave it, man. The Most High gon' get that person regardless, man. The Most High gon' get that person regardless. There's no reason for you to start talking, hey, fuck you, nigga. What you want to do? Don't be like these people in the world, man, that die over a piece of a chicken sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Chick-fil-A.
You had these people dying over Popeye's chicken sandwich, man. Over a chicken of $4.99. They die, they lose their life because someone wanted to talk shit and say some dumb shit, and now one pulls out a gun and then pop up.
I have the James if you want.
Man, fuck you, nigga. What you want to do about it then? Pop out then. Do something. Do something. That's what happens, man. Just because you want to talk a lot. Many, yeah.
The James? This is James chapter 3, starting
And
at
then the Proverbs.
verse 2. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man and able to bridle the whole body.
Yeah, speak on it.
So we're gonna offend, people in a lot of ways. But if we're able to not offend in words, then we're able to basically control, the whole body, man. Because just like a horse, he has a bridle in his mouth. He has basically I'm gonna say ropes that you're able to control the horse with. But the same thing is with the tongue, man. You're able to steer where you want things to go in your life, man. By you saying either dumb shit or things to basically calm down the situation.
Yeah.
Even gonna say it, man. Behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which, though they be so great, are driven by fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listed. So an analogy is being used, concerning a horse and a ship that have a small thing that are able to be steered with. But that small thing is actually a reference for our mouth. Even so the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a word of iniquity. So is the tongue amongst our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on the fire of hell. So with the mouth, we're able to get ourselves out of situations, or we're able to get ourselves into bad situations, just by the things that we say or speak.
Yeah, man. People get into very stupid situations that they could have prevented by just being quiet, man. Just being quiet. Can I get the Proverbs 17 and 28?
This is Proverbs 17, verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, when he be like, nah, let me not say nothing. It's better that I don't say nothing. He's counted wise. He's smart. He's wise for that. It's a wise decision that he made. Yeah?
And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
He that shutteth his lips, esteemed a man of understanding. That person can be very stupid, but if he knows how to hold his mouth when he needs to get him out of some situation, he's counted wise, man. You see?
Also goes for people that are very smart.
Also people that are very smart, yeah.
Keep your mouth shut at the right moment.
At the right moment, at the right time.
Yeah. You piece up on that?
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, Sirach 5, verse 12. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth.
Yes, like okay.
I'm going to read it again.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 5, verse 12. If thou have understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Yeah, man. So if you have understanding of the situation of what is going on, if there's a council and you know what's going on, then you can open your mouth. But if not, you shouldn't assume or presume or be like, yeah, I think it's talking about this. No,
I
shut the
feel
hell up.
like, I feel like,
No, shut the hell up. Put the hand upon your mouth. If you have understanding, then speak. You know?
I feel like, I feel like it's this. I feel like it's that. You know, just like a female. You gotta watch a person that says, I feel like a lot. I feel like, no, I don't wanna do that today. I feel like something else. I feel like I wanna do something else today. I feel. That's what a female says about me. You gotta watch a person that says that kind of stuff, man, a lot. I feel like this, I feel like that. Go on with that shit, man. You had Proverbs 13?
This is Proverbs 13, verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his life.
Yeah, man. He that keepeth his mouth, keepeth his life. You can just get away from a very deadly situation by just holding your mouth. A person that's very trigger happy and he just bumps into you on purpose. If you just keep your calm and basically be quiet, not talk shit. Hey, fuck nigga, what you doing, man? Don't say nothing like that.
Because
You can get you out of trouble, man.
because people are stressed out, now in these times. And
Yeah.
You might make yourself a target for this guy. If you collide with him, he steps on you or whatnot, you become the target. But if you just let him go, he's going to crash into something else. Somebody else is going to be his target.
The most
You are that last drop, that makes that bucket of him to overflow. Because he's already messed up in his mind. So that just leave those things into the hands of the Most High, man. He's going to reach his destination, the person that he's supposed to fight with or collide with or whatnot.
eventually.
Yeah.
The Most High gonna get him eventually, man. The Most High gonna get him eventually, and the Most High gonna get him eventually, and also, yeah, man. I saw this video now. I remember I saw this video from this female. She basically took away the man's daughter, right? So the baby mama took away the man's daughter, and already everything was going bad in that father's life. So then that female also took that daughter away, and that was the last straw. Now what did this dude do? He went on Facebook Live. He said to his family members like, yeah, this is the last time and stuff like that, blah blah blah, such and such. And meanwhile, he was on Facebook Live. He was in front of the house of that baby mama, man. Now what happened? He put the phone down after he talked, like for 10 minutes or something. He put that phone down to the side. Then he broke open, boom, into the house. Next thing you know, shot her, bop bop bop, and that was that, man. Last straw. No, can you get it one more time, huh? The Proverbs.
This is
That's just an example of what can happen, man. What can happen, Be wise as a serpent, harmless as dove. This is just examples that you can take out of the world and apply to yourself, man. What is wise to do in this situation? What is wise to do in that situation? During work also, You ain't gonna say no, you ain't gonna tell no Edomite, hey, fuck you, cracker. You're gonna lose your job that same day, man. That same day you're gonna lose your job, man. You see? Gotta be wise with these things, man. You had something you said?
This is Proverbs 13, verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction.
Another example. Now just examples start coming into my mind, man. Now I saw this video. I put it on the groups app as well. There was this rapper. Man, this rapper, he killed another rapper, right? and he made a picture with blood. He made a picture with blood upon. He killed basically this rapper killed a person, and then the person that he killed, the blood that was on the ground, he made a photo of it with himself in it. Obviously, it's Jake. Obviously, it's Jake doing these kind of dumb things, right? Now, what happened? This dude posted it on Twitter.
Evidence right there.
This dude posted it on Twitter, and the next hour or the next day, he died as well, man. He died as well. Only by that. You see? Hey, man. That just shows you very very dumb ways to die. Like this one song. Some ways to die. Or it was dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. There are a lot of dumb ways to die, man. To go out. You see?
I saw this guy going on a trampoline, and then he also threw something on the trampoline, and then while he was on the trampoline, he went down,
Oh, yeah.
and then the thing came basically.
Halted from the.
Yeah, the weights,
Yeah.
the weights. With the weights, he jumped down or something,
Yo.
and then the weight was about to hit his head like that, man.
Yo.
Then you heard that song. Dumb ways
Yeah,
to die.
man. Yeah, man. I saw also this guy. He was using the elevator, but that elevator was fucked up. Now when he you in the elevator and then he took one step. That elevator went down and his whole body got crushed. I ain't playing, man. When I saw that shit, I needed a couple days to get that out of my mind, man. I had a couple of days I needed a couple of days to get that out of my mind, man. This guy got squashed on camera, man. You know, he got squashed on camera. Now, let's go back a bit. Because I was also talking about these females and stuff like that. Let's get the Isaiah 4:1 because that wasn't coming out yet. You know, a lot of these females that have that boss mentality nowadays, they go get, they basically go get, they gonna realize what is really going on, man. They gonna realize that this is not life, man. How they living? They living it up now, partying every day, you know, partying every day, getting tons of validation upon the street as well as upon social media, right? Getting thousands upon thousands of likes, you know. They only have to show their thighs and they make millions.
Hey, feet pics are hot up.
They only have to show their thighs or their feet and they make millions, man. What the fuck did you do? You have people that grinded for that money, man. A long time. You have rappers that sacrifice for stuff. And these females be making the same amount of money as those people, you see? Hey, man. Let's get the Isaiah. Wait. Yeah, so that boss lady mindset, that's all going to be put down, man. You know, even these third world countries, they say speak to my husband, man. They say speak to my husband. Why? Why do they say that? Because the husband is in charge, man. That's just how it is, you know. But y'all gonna know soon enough, man. All there has to happen is the police not anymore on the on the streets. That's one. No more stores. Mind you, these truck drivers, right? That supplying these big stores with food. These stores have to be loaded up every day, man.
Yeah.
Every day there has to be supplies coming in, man, for these stores to keep on running, man. Just one day of truck drivers not riding can mess up a whole lot, man. Can make stores go empty, man. I seen that firsthand because I was working at a truck driver company for a while, and I saw basically how they structured things, man. How things went, you know. The big stores here in the Netherlands, like Albert Heijn, Jumbo, you know, these big supermarkets that being supplied with things every day, man, every day, you know. Also these trash trucks. How do you call them? Garbage trucks. These garbage trucks that have to clean up stuff every day, man, every day, continually, every day, man. Let them not do it for 2 days. Then you're gonna really see it. Now you have garbage trucks that basically they stock. How do you say that in English? Stock. They basically complain like the government ain't doing shit, so they don't work for 2 days, right?
Low-key revolt.
Low-key revolt. I don't know what it's called, but basically they be like, fuck the government, so I ain't gonna work for 2 days. You know, you have garbage companies doing that, right? Or garbage people that work at these garbage trucks doing that, right? For 2 days. But that's not all of these garbage companies, man. Because you have companies from the gemeente.
Every district has a different.
You have garbage trucks from the gemeente. These people that cleaning up garbage from the gemeente and outside of the gemeente also, man. I don't know what it's called in how do you say gemeente in
District.
Is it district? Gemeente?
District.
Government?
Similar to a district.
Government.
Like
You
government
have
is
these.
overhyped. District is like a smaller place that is governed by a.
Okay, district. You have these garbage trucks that basically work for the district or for the government, and then you also have companies, garbage trucks working for companies, for basically for big companies to get their garbage. Now
Freelance companies.
there ain't all garbage trucks, just all garbage trucks as a whole stopping. That doesn't, you don't see that a lot. Because if that were to happen, the streets would have been full, man, with only garbage. You know? That's how important it is to everyday supply and clean up stuff, man, in this society. Now, when Jacob's Trouble happens, there ain't no fucking garbage truck driving past. Whoop, whoop, let's take some garbage. Nah, man. All of that is out of the window. 1-2 days and it's done. The whole street is full. Animals eating a lot of stuff, you know? Eating a lot of garbage. Everything is pestilences. Everything is just messed up, man. Stores are empty. That convenience, that comfort that y'all people have nowadays is going to be all taken away, man. You know? 1-2 days. 1-2 days maximum. 2 days maximum. And then let's not start talking about electricity and stuff like that. Because a lot of these people don't even have, they don't even buy candles. They be so trusting in Esau's products that they'd be like, nah, man, I don't need no candles. The electricity is never going to go out. This society is going to be forever. I don't have to do nothing, you know. My electricity is green, so I put up solar panels and then I get electricity every time and stuff like that.
Can I say something concerning the electricity?
Yeah, man.
I myself work, within the work field of electricity, the infrastructure and things like that. And what the brother says, like, hey, electricity is gonna last forever, man. You know, sometimes I be in a certain district and, you know, a couple of blocks are basically shut off from the light. You know, and that's because there's a malfunctioning in the cable. And, you know, only something has to happen at the place where the whole district is being given the electricity, then it's over with, man. Not only the lights outside, but also, you know, the utility business, man.
Yeah, man. So what happens if the stores aren't here anymore? There's a bunch of chaos happening upon the streets and there is no electricity. There is no police, no security. What's going to happen? There is no more heating up the stove because there is no more gas. The tap water that y'all be drinking It ain't the tap water, the sink. How do you call that? Huh? When you open up the
Yeah, there's a sink tap, the tap. water
right, the
tap.
sink. The sink ain't opening anymore. What's gonna happen then?
The tap.
No more water, no more electricity, no more gas, no more stores. You know, because the shelves are empty. No more electricity and chaos up on the streets, man. What's gonna happen then? Are you still going to be that boss lady? That independent female? I wonder, man. I wonder.
Got a precept?
You know, they show you that already in The Walking Dead, man. In The Walking Dead, they show you that. In Fear the Walking Dead, they also show you that. In this movie, the Book of Eli, they also show you that. You open up the sink, there is no water coming out of the sink, man. Ain't no electricity. You know? Ain't no electricity. The comfort that y'all people be having nowadays is all gonna be taken away, man. You had a precept, huh?
Come on, this is Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk down to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of the Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Yeah, man, so like what the brother is going into, you know, you can't trust in Egypt, because who's the modern day Egyptian? The so-called white man. Esau Edom, that's his biblical name. You know, he's the one that's in rulership right now. That's why the scriptures, when it speaks about Assyrian, Egyptian, it speaks about the ruler. And who's the modern day ruler? The so-called white man. You know, so when it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, there's woe, destruction to them that go to the rulers for help, that cover themselves with the covering of this ruler. You know, you trust in them, you believe in them that they are going to keep you safe, you know, in time of trouble. No, man, you should cover yourself with the covering of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, our power, the power that created everything, the heavens and the earth. You know, the ones that feed, the power that feeds the birds and makes the grass grow. You know, he's also going to, you being a servant, he's going to not let you die of hunger, man.
My servants shall eat, man.
You see? So you should trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not in this ruler, man, the so-called white man and all his tactics. You see?
Servants shall eat. Yeah, you had
Gotcha.
Isaiah?
This is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
When that time comes, 7 women, which is just a complete number. It doesn't mean 7 in particular. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3. Women is going to be taken hold of one man, man. Why? Why is that? Only let us be called by thy name, because why? They gonna need a man in those days, man. They gonna need a man in those days for protection. And a man of the Lord is going to be more precious than gold, man, in that time. The scripture says also. But yeah, man, that was that. That was that.
Yeah, that's my cue. Grab Isaiah 13, because I want to build upon what he just finished.
13 and 12. Let's say 13 and 12.
Yeah, you can grab 12, and then also verse 16. Grab Isaiah 32 and verse 2, and someone else can grab Second Ezra. Is it 3? Second Ezra chapter 16.
Hey, you said Isaiah 12 there?
No, 13 and 12, and then also
Yeah,
verse
yeah,
16. Isaiah 32 and 2. someone else, Ezekiel 7 and 15, and Esdras chapter 16, starting at verse 22.
So the epic, second Ezra's epic, and what's the under? Ezekiel 7.
7 and 15. Yeah, man. So like the brother just wanted to have Isaiah 4 and 1, which goes into multiple females, going to desire to have a man of the Lord. They're gonna want their shame to be taken away, man. Because right now they're in a very prideful position. They think that they're independent and things like that. Then they can come with a certain attitude when they talk to you, man. And females like that, they're going to be greatly humbled, when destruction arises and the society is not going to be in order no more, man. And that's what I want to go into here, Artaza. So, can you quickly go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5? Because the Most High is going to bring calamities upon the earth, man, and this, society as we know it is not going to exist no more like that.
In 2nd Ezra 15, verse 5. Behold, said the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah, so the Most High is going to bring certain wars upon this earth, prior to, the Third World War arising. Famine is going to hit. Society is going to collapse, man. A lot of people are going to die in those wars as well. And if you go to verse 14 of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 14.
The 2nd Ezra 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Which means destruction to the people upon the earth.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, and this is referring to the wars that are, being created and that are building up towards the Third World War. You also have the race type of wars and the class wars. The rich versus the poor. Like what you have in the Purge. Those type of scenarios are gonna hit this earth, man.
Can I say something? Of course. It's just like the period that we just passed, with the whole pandemic. What was the reason for that? To get the middle class out of the picture. A whole lot of businesses, they closed down, they shut down. Everybody that was hoping to have something for themselves, they all got shut down, man, by the government. So now basically they want just the rich and the poor. Those are the two classes. No middle class anymore. So those two are going to be fighting each other, the rich and the poor.
Yeah, man.
I got a precept, Isaiah 19, Egyptian against the Egyptian.
No, read on in 2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
See, so one people shall stand up to fight against another. So on a global level, that means, the countries against the countries. On a minor level, that's going to be, your neighbor against your neighbor, or, people from different districts against different districts, gangs against gangs. Just a way for these people to survive, man. Just to survive what's coming upon the earth, brought by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it says, and swords in their hands, man. Doesn't mean that they're going to walk around, with these long-ass, heavy-ass swords. The modern-day sword is referring to the machine gun, man, and similar type of weapons. Of course, people might have knives, and for close-quarter combat, but, the majority of the people are going to opt for machine guns, man. Read on.
And also you have these people that are making videos on, the bow, the one that you shoot just like that,
Crossbow,
crossbow. Yeah. All these type of weapons, people are showing you how to make them,
Yeah. Because we're getting towards a situation upon this earth in which you need to be able to survive. So you have those people, upon the earth that are calling themselves survivalists or preppers that are prepping for what's ahead. Because, hey, the people ain't stupid, man. The people do see what's going on the global level. Some people might be deceived, and others, waking up to a certain degree to what's going on. They're the ones trying to prepare themselves, by rationing food, making sure that they have weapons at home in order to protect themselves and their close relatives, man. that's the time that we're heading into, man.
Can I say something?
Speak up.
It's gonna be the time where them neighbors that were friends for years,
Yes.
10, 20 years straight, even their daughter, they saw their children grow up. Their neighbor, their children, new children grow up, you know, children even sleeping at the neighbor's place and stuff like that, you know. Neighbors barbecuing every week in the summer. They friends like that. They close buddies like that. They acknowledge themselves as brothers or sisters. All that is going to turn, man. All that is going to turn.
Till shit hits the fan, and it's everybody, you know, for his own, man. It's like when you play the games, you know, free for all, man. You're out there all by yourself, you know. What are those games that you have to level up and, you know, gather the equipment?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale type of games, man.
Hey, they programming you to do that shit,
Yes,
man.
of course. It's,
No, it's not.
that's why Esau is so.
Yeah,
He's
looting and killing.
Yeah,
baby.
looting
Yes.
and shooting. I was waiting for
yes.
looter shooters.
Yeah.
That's the predictive programming. Yes. Yeah, man. Been doing it for years.
Got a quick precept.
Read.
This is Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, so this earth is going towards a society in which things are going to be more wicked, more people sinning, and they're not going to care about the people living next to them or, you know, the close friends that they have. People are going to fend for themselves, man. You know, and you already see that at your job, for instance. You know, people only, you know, caring about themselves or caring about others, things like that. This is going to become worldwide, especially, you know, once society collapses, man. They ain't gonna care about, you know, slitting your throat, man. No, man. Fending for themselves is what they're all about.
Second Ezra.
Yes.
Second Ezra 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, so the sedition is going into a rise against the government. Because the government is, you know, pulling all these policies, you know, all these rules and regulations, and the people don't like that shit. They be like, no, man, the meter and a half, you know, the restrictions on the food, this, then, the third, all kind of reasons why the people are unhappy with how things are being done upon the earth, because the government, you know, is telling them what to do, what they're not allowed to do, and things like that. And they be like, no, man, I follow by those rules. Me and my family gonna start, man. We're gonna take things in our own hand, man. We're gonna, you know, try to revolt against the government, bring y'all down. You know, like anarchy, man. Bringing down the government. A couple of years ago, you know, in Rotterdam, it's not last year, but I think it's the year before that. You know, in Rotterdam, you know, the place where I, you know, currently reside in, you know, in the city, they was trying to loot, man. Loot, break a lot of things, revolt against the government. Police was there, you know. Yeah, man, similar to the purge, man. You know what they try to steal? Protein powder. Protein powder, man. What's that gonna do for you? Build up some muscle?
I think it was just for fun, man, because the occasion was there. They're like, yeah, let's trash up the place.
Probably, but that shit ain't gonna be for fun much longer,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, then it's gonna be serious.
Yep. Exactly. It's all fun and games until, you know, real shit happens. And when the cops ain't shooting with rubber bullets,
Can I ask something?
you can always ask questions. What you want to know?
I don't understand.
Try for the standard.
Yeah, for the camera. Yeah.
What don't you understand, sir?
Which paper you are reading? Which paper?
This is the 1611 King James Version.
Oh, Kings.
King James Version.
Oh.
You have any other questions?
Second.
Otherwise, I continue with my teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why is it? Why you say that Jesus is black like this?
Because the Bible talks about that he is a dark-skinned man.
Where is it right in
Yeah,
there?
Revelation 1, you can start at verse, what is it, 14?
It's God is black like this.
The Most High also has
Black don't have.
a dark appearance.
Jesus
Yes.
don't have a color.
What do you say?
I think Jesus don't have a color.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
Do you believe what it says?
Yeah.
So if my brother is gonna read that the Lord has a dark skin, do you believe that?
The
Then?
Lord have a dark
Yeah.
skin.
We refer to Yahweh Shai,
Let
you know,
me
the
see it.
Messiah.
Let me see it. Where
It
is it?
says,
Where is it?
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 12. and I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
This is John the Revelator. He turned around because he wanted to know who was talking to him. Read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Yeah, and the Son of Man is referring to the word ignorantly called Jesus, but his name is Yahushua. So he saw the Messiah.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Yeah, so what he saw a man that looked like this. He had a garment on, similar to what we had, because this goes back to the ancient times, and we would still, be wearing this. So our Lord, he looked like that. And that depiction, it's not that we worship this picture, but this is just to get away from the picture of the so-called white man that portrays the Messiah as a so-called white
The
person.
Messiah.
Yeah, the Messiah, the deliverer. He's going to deliver our people.
Dus toen het woorden bij fotograaf, hè?
What do you say?
Het door woord fotograaf, like telephone, to make
You mean
photograph.
back in the days?
Yeah, to make.
No, they did not have a camera
They
to take
didn't,
pictures.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why in the Bible, it talks about what he looks like, which was written like over 2,000 years ago.
Jezus.
The world ignorantly calls
It
him.
is Jezus.
The world ignorantly calls him Jesus, but his name
What
is
is this?
Yahushua.
What is this?
This is the depiction of what the Messiah looks like. His name is
The
Yahushua.
Messiah.
Yes,
The Messiah is Jezus.
Yahushua. This is what the world thinks that the
Oh,
Messiah
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like.
The word thing. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the Bible talks about him
About
looking like
this.
like a dark-skinned
About
man.
this.
Yes. Read on.
and a
Also
gird.
I also have the Son of Man in Acts.
Yeah, read that.
This is Acts 7, verse 55.
Obrigado. Baila.
But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, looked up steadfastly
It's referring to Stephen. Before he was about to die, he looked into the heavens and he saw Yahushua standing there.
looked up steadfastly into heaven and saw the glory of the Most High, and Yahushua standing on the right hand of the Most High, and said, Behold, I see the heavens open, and the Son of Man
See?
standing on the right hand of the Most High.
Yeah, so that's to back up the point that the brother read in Revelation, that John the Revelator saw the Son of Man, which the Son of Man is Yahushua. Can you read on in Revelation chapter 1, Sure.
And gird about the paps with a golden girdle.
Yeah, so as you can see, he had a golden girdle. This is something that back in the days warriors would wear to protect their vital parts. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
That is Daniel, the last book, eh?
No, this is Revelations.
The Revelation, yeah.
But it says that his head and his hair were,
White like wool.
yeah. So they had the not only the structure, the woolly hair structure, but also they had the color.
We're talking about hair then.
This is what it explains that he looks like. It explains that he not only had the structure of the white woolly hair, which that's Kusa,
But what's it matter if
coarse
but
hair,
what's it
coarse
matter?
coily.
Listen, what does matter if he have no structure of what's the matter about his color? What's the matter?
it
What
matters.
people make so many busy about that he was black or white or red or blue.
Let me give you an example.
A blue, a parrot, purple.
Let me
It's
give you
not
an
a
example.
matter.
If a Chinese man comes over here, he steals your bike. You go to the police. You tell the police, hey, this Chinese man stole my bike. He looks like this, that, and the third. But then, on the news, he's depicted as an Arabic man. He's from the Middle East then. You'd be like, hey, wait a minute. That's not the man that I described. That's the same thing with our Lord and Savior. We don't acknowledge this because this is the depiction of the devil, man. It's a lie, it's a deception. And our people are so deceived that they are more willing, to worship the gods of the nations, which those nations worship gods that look like their own nation.
But nobody can steal my bike.
It's just an
My
example.
bike is here.
When somebody kills this or this. Let me give you an example. If your grandfather, he built this train station. Belmer. This is your grandfather. He built it. But then somebody kills him, and after years, you tell that person that my grandfather got killed by Chinese man.
But who?
He was
No,
6.
no,
It's
but
an example.
It's an
who
example.
It's
Who
an
made my
example.
grandfather?
It's
a
an
sample.
example. It's an example.
Your relative, your grandfather, you know, he's got killed, and then you have to go to the police like, hey, the Chinese man, he was 5'5", and he had black hair, you know, and he had slinted eyes. He killed my father or my grandfather, you know. So you make a description for to find him.
Yeah.
And the same thing with us, you know, we are a nation of, we are the Israelites, you know, and we are taking it back to in the time of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, everybody was dark skinned. There was no, or even before that, you know, only Esau came out red. So we are building up this whole, this whole. No. We are explaining how, just like how your father or grandfather, you know,
I don't have father. I don't have father.
okay, or your relative that got
I
killed.
don't have mother.
It don't matter. It's an example to show you why we don't believe in this,
Yeah.
and why we're teaching this, and why it does matter that the Lord and Savior has a certain appearance,
It's not,
because
for me,
our
it's-
people are deceived. You need
for-
to understand
for
that
me,
there are
it's not
special
a
people.
matter, it's not a matter if somebody is
Where are you from?
blue,
where
red,
where are you
green,
from? What's your ethnicity?
a God.
What is your ethnicity?
Huh?
Where do you come from? What's
The
your
world, the world.
Yeah, but what is your
I born
ethnicity?
in the world.
The nationality.
Huh?
Where's your nationality?
World, the world.
No. Where you
Small thing here, it's like a small ball. We are here on it.
No, we ask you where you from.
Huh?
Where you from? Suriname?
From the world, I know fucking Suriname. I know fucking Suriname.
So where are you from?
From the world.
What country upon the earth do you come from?
Oh, what part from the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I moved from in the tropic.
Where your
Tropic.
father is
Trop-
from?
Which tropic?
Hmm?
Which Pacific island?
By South America.
South America. So
By the Evenaar.
yeah. So according,
It's always warm there.
so just according to what you explained to me, it could be that you are part of the nation of Israel. So it is very important for you to know that not this man, but that this man is coming to save our people. You see?
Yeah, you ask why it's important, why it matters,
It
if
will be,
he black or white.
it will be a surprise.
Okay. Look. This is why it matters. To know the truth, you have to first
Okay.
cancel out the lie.
Okay, but
so
the Bible
to know
said-
the truth,
Okay. But
to
the
know
Bible
the
said,
truth, you first have to cancel
Okay,
out the
okay.
lie. If
Okay.
you don't know the truth, if you don't know the truth, how will you know
okay,
the
don't
lie?
worry. Don't worry, my friend.
I'm not worrying. I'm
Okay,
just
what,
saying.
what
Like
does
how
the
it
Bible
is.
say according to you?
Okay.
What does it say?
But listen. The Bible said also that he will come back. Because when he comes, they kill him. Eh?
The first time, yes, they crucified
And
him.
the second is coming.
Then he will come back to
Eh.
kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes. And this world gonna realize that it's a dark-skinned man
Yeah.
coming back
Yeah.
for
I know.
vengeance.
I know.
But the lies that have been told to our people during slavery
Yeah.
is what got there all trapped in the mind that they're delusional.
So-
Man.
It can be.
Yeah, read on in Revelation 1. We have not even read the part where it explains that he's a dark-skinned man, but the explanation that I just
Do
gave.
you know your mother and your father?
Of course I do. But I'm talking about the scripture. I'm not going to talk personal things right now. What he just explained is that the Lord had woolly hair and it was white as well. What nation upon the earth has woolly hair texture? Tell me.
Walachar.
What nation upon the earth has woolly hair? Kusar.
They don't talk on the Bible anyway about hair. Do they?
That's what I just explained.
Well, they talk that in your Bible. They don't talk about.
Yes, it explains that his hairs.
No, but why you don't let me see?
No,
Read
you
it
don't have
again.
to see.
Read it again.
Hey, this
Listen.
Revelation
Listen.
No, I want to see
No, you cannot
with
see.
my own eyes.
You have a Bible? You have an
I
app?
have a too.
Okay, get it and then read Revelation 1 and 14. It's there.
Read it, read it, read it.
His
Revelation-
head and his hairs
His
were
head?
white.
His head and his hairs.
Revelation 1, 13, 14.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
reading
okay.
this.
I
His
gonna
head
read-
and his hairs
I gonna
His
read it.
head and his hairs were
Listen,
white
listen,
like
listen.
wool,
were white like wool,
as white as snow,
as white as snow.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
You see? So that's the depiction that we have right here. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, which means he had white woolly hair, both the hairs on top of his head and the beard that he had. And he had red eyes
This
because
is not a matter if he then how it look like. If you are the Messiah, is it the
it
Messiah?
matters because he's only coming for one nation upon the earth. And that nation consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Why is it matter?
Why it matters? Because the Most High has picked one people
When he
upon
come,
the earth.
maybe we and you and all the nation from the 1 eeuw, hoe voel je dat? En mijn Engels is not good. In 1 eeuw are dead. What people are you looking for?
I think this is a Titus 1 and 10.
Yeah, you don't need to convince him. Just bring out the scriptures for the
Yeah.
people.
So,
I got Daniel 7.
Yeah, read the Daniels. Yeah, read the part where it talks about the feet.
Verse 15, Revelation 1 and 15.
Ciao.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
So what color does brass have? Brass has a brownish color. If you put it into a furnace and it gets burnt, it becomes even more dark. So John the Revelator, he saw the feet of Yahweh Shai, and he saw that they were very dark. Well, if your feet, and I'm talking about the 99.999 percentile, if your feet have a certain color, that means that the rest of your body has the same color. So seeing that John the Revelator saw Yahweh Shai having dark colored feet, that means that the rest of the body of Yahweh Shai was also dark skinned, man. He was a very dark skinned person. And it matters what he looks like. Because if you, as a people, get fed that your actual enemy, you know, is the depiction of the Messiah, that's no nonsense, man. You know, our people, they are willing to worship and bow down to the gods of these other nations, which look like the heathen nations, man. You know, Arab god, you know, with Muhammad, you know, the Kuli type of gods, you know, with the ding 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 type of things. Nah, man. Yeah, that's the sound, the Kuli thing.
The Hare Krishna thing.
Yeah. Or you know, with Christianity, you know, you get a life fed like this, man. But believing in the gods of the nations ain't gonna bring salvation, man. The scripture says in John chapter 7 verse 38, and it's Yahweh Shai himself saying, if you believe on me, as the scripture had said, but that's include also the way that he is depicted, man. How he's written about in the scriptures. You know, then your belly shall flow with rivers of living water, which means that this truth is gonna bring forth, you know, itself abundantly, man. And Yahweh Shai ain't coming for people that don't accept him or that don't acknowledge him for what he looks like neither, man. So it's very important, you know, what he looks like and for who Yahweh Shai is coming to, man. Because he ain't coming for these other nations neither. In the book of Luke, the first chapter, it says that the Most High raised up a horn of salvation for the nation of Israel, not for these heathen nations. Get out of here, man. Yeah, man. Let's get back to the topic that we was talking about before this man. Okay.
15, 2nd Ezra 15, Ezekiel 7.
Yes. The second Esdras, 15 and verse 16, all the way down to verse 19. I don't know how much time we have left, but
2nd Ezra 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
yeah, which just goes into the rising up against the government, like I explained earlier. Read on.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
They ain't gonna care about those people that are in a governmental seat, man. That have a certain power, you know, because they work for the government and make rules and regulations. No, man, they're coming for your asses, man. And you know, these things, you know, are happening ever since 2019, which was being coined the year of protest, man. Because the people are sick and tired of the things that are happening upon the earth. Read on.
And the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Yeah, they're gonna take measures into their own hands. They ain't gonna care about what the government says. People fending for themselves. Read on.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, this is going into martial law. Things are gonna get so crazy upon the earth. For example, with the rising up against the government, that the government's gonna feel so unsafe that the civilian forces, meaning the police, the fire department, the medical personnel, are not able to handle the situation that is at hand, that the governments are going to institute martial law, which means that the military is going to take over, and then you're going to have the law that is basically under the military, man. Military law is, like it says, martial law. Military law is going to be instituted, man.
Summary execution.
Summary execution, man. You're gonna be shut down without having a fair trial at the spot. Where you did something that we don't agree with. Pang! People lining up. Then you're gonna have the row.
Judge and executioner in one.
That's the Maze Runner had that, man.
I don't remember that.
The Maze Runner, the second movie,
Sports
had
trials?
that. Yeah.
Sports trials?
In this lab, they had a bunch of candidates where they lined them up, and then every day there were a couple of candidates. They were chosen, and they were basically being taken to another room. But in that other room, they basically died, man. They basically did some kind of sci-fi kind of stuff where their brain was being transplanted and stuff like that. Some weird shit like that. But basically, they got lined up to basically die, man. And the other candidates didn't know. Only the ones that went in and eventually never got out of there.
So that's the times that we're heading into, and right now, these females are still, okay, doing kind of well, they're reaping the benefits of, being single mothers, kicking their ex out of the house or their husband or whatever, just to reap the benefits and the protection of this society. OnlyFans, making a lot of dough, man.
Man,
Buying whole houses and shit.
it's like, can I say something?
Speak up.
Yo, I saw this female, right? Listen, man, this female, she was a Twitch streamer, right? Twitch streamer is like the most famous platform out right now, right? And this female was always talking about the Bible, Jesus, and stuff like that. She was reading the Bible on stream also. Like
What's her name?
I don't know why she did that, but anyway, she did that, right? She told people Jesus and stuff like that, Jesus. Next thing you know, but she was working though. Next thing you know, that Twitch money started coming in. People started donating. Then she started being more loose and loose. She started being more sexy on stream. Next thing you know, now all of a sudden she has her OnlyFans. Yo, the shit that she does there is not
The love of money.
the love of money. She said it herself that she doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to work like that. She want to have it more comfortable. So she rather just be an online stripper than to, But that just shows you it, man. The convenience and the comfort. Esau just makes it so comfortable for you to do like this dumb shit, these dumb things, man. Being a whore, basically, man.
But it also shows you that the only value that these females have nowadays
Yeah, man.
is the flesh that they have upon their body, man. Because nothing else is what they serve to the table. And you have this, it's on Instagram, you see a couple of clips, but I think it's all interviews on YouTube. And these chicks be like, yeah, these guys only want us for our pussy. And then the guy says, yeah, if that's the only thing that you have to offer, then that's the only thing that I want from you. That's what these females have nowadays. If they would have more to offer, and they would be more humble and come in a certain humble vibration, then the men are more willing to deal with them and to provide for them, take care of them.
Cardi B, man. I don't cook, I don't clean.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. You know, I saw this video. I think I saw it today or yesterday. This man said, "I came home from a 13-hour shift. I come home
Yo.
and I get a little piece of your pizza slice.
That's wicked
I came
as hell,
home
man.
to expect, you know, a cooked meal."
That's wicked.
No. So
Continue.
that's the thing with these females nowadays, man. They have nothing to offer, man. And when society collapses, they're gonna be in great trouble because nothing is gonna uphold them. Nothing's gonna protect them, besides a man of the Lord, man. But that man of the Lord, he has to be willing, you know, to deal with you in those days, man.
Of course.
Because a brother in America, he had dreams. I think it's the elder. Is it an elder? Elder Malcolm from GMS Rome Lions of Fire.
No, it's not Elder Malcolm, but yeah, he's been a while in this fruit, yeah.
So he had a dream with him and his wife, and they was in a situation that resembled Jacob's trouble. This female, she was trying to cling on to the old ways of Babylon with the eyelashes. She was, you know, caring about her nails, you know, half broken, but it was like, "Ugh." And then he rejected her because she was, you know, looking back. She was like, I don't even want to deal with you, man. Just die, man. Just receive your judgment, because she want to go back to Babylon, basically. Meanwhile, she's not trying to mend her ways, become humble, and more acceptable for man of the Lord, man.
Happened with Lot's wife.
Yeah, Lot's wife looked back,
Back.
you know, and then she received her judgment. So if these females don't get in line, don't humble down, stay prideful, then they're gonna get rewarded according to their works, man. Yeah, man.
See, Isaiah 13 on Galatians.
Name it. Yeah, read first.
Second Ezra 15.
No. Let's go back. Let's go quick. Yeah, finish the second Ezra 15 quick.
This is Second Ezra 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Yeah, so
but
when society collapses, and you know, you're not gonna recognize, you know, a normal order no more. You know, people ain't gonna care about. It smells like drunk, man. People ain't gonna care about their neighbors no more, man. You know, they ain't gonna care about them, and like we already said. Read on.
Second Ezra 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, so the people that you was familiar with, that you cared about, you know.
You are
Yeah, black power, black power, yeah, black power.
Jake is funny.
So during those times, the people that you was familiar with, that you dealt with, that they were, that was your friends, when they know that you got something, you know, like, you know, food that was rationed, you got weapons or, you know, other things that are useful, they're gonna try to get their hands on that, man, and they ain't gonna care about your life. You see, and that's a time where these females need to be afraid of, man. You know, because if someone knows that you are single, you live by yourself in that house, hey, you are a target, man. You are a clear target, and the only one that's able to protect you in those times is a man. But how much more man the Lord that is going to provide you with real protection? You see? Could you quickly read the Isaiah 13 and verse 16, because you know that shows you why these females need some sort of protection, man, from a man.
This is Isaiah 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled.
You see, the houses shall be spoiled. So hey, if a female is living by herself, people are gonna break in, man. And what's gonna happen?
And their wives ravished.
Yeah, so these females are gonna get basically raped, man. You know, that's not only gonna happen to the single females, but also those that are taken by a man. You know, there's this movie called Amerigeddon, which is just a depiction of what's gonna happen when an EMP hits America, and society basically crumbles and is reliant upon the FEMA camps or upon the military. And it shows you that when these military guys came in with the chopper, dropped down, came into the house, the woman tied to the table, and basically a train was ran over her, man. They went over one by one.
They already.
Pop, pop, pop.
Can I say something? They already do that shit in these world countries where they do war at, man. These American soldiers as well as these other soldiers, man.
Yes.
You have tons of news articles and people speaking about it that not only females but also children, man. These people. Hey, you're gonna see these dudes that acting very manly because they are in the military. They're really a bunch of sodomites and some weirdos, man. I'm telling you. The shit that they do once they see like, hey, their commander isn't checking on them anymore, or they only in with a platoon of 5 people. Man, the shit that they do is it's not of God, man. It's of Satan, man. Of Satan. How can you look at a child and think like, you know? How can you look at a child and think like, you know? Like, come on, man.
Abuse of power.
During war also, man. Ain't you supposed to think about your own life? How you gonna make it out of that situation? These people are
They're prideful, right? They think that nothing's gonna happen to
fucking
them, so
idiots,
they just
man.
do that. Like, hey, I'm gonna go home anyways. Let me have some fun in the meantime. Can
Yeah,
you-
they won't get reward. They won't get punished because they know, like a American soldier, ain't no one is going to like. These people can't even say something because already there's a whole propaganda with America and then that country. America is going to help that country, but actually they just invading, raping, robbing, and murdering that country. You know, so.
Should you read verse 12?
Yes, Isaiah 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, so a man during those times is going to be of high value. Why? Because he's able to provide and protect. That's what a woman seeks in a man. If she sees that a man is not able to do that, or someone is able to provide something better than what that man is able to provide for her, then she's going to leave this man for that man because he is a better provider and protector. That's how just the nature of these females. You know, and during those times, it's going to be known who are going to be the ones to provide that protection, that safety, you know, and the food that is required to sustain, man. Because the time that is ahead of us, a lot of people are going to die, especially men during the wars that are coming, as it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. That's the cue. So, yeah, man, a man is going to be of great value in those days. And there are already less men than females upon the earth, even though Esau don't want to tell you that. You know, the Dutch say the verhouding, but it's like the comparison between one man and female is like it's greater, man. I don't know the exact amount, but let's say it's just 1 in 7, man, a complete number, which could be any number, but there are more females upon the earth than that there are men. Could you read 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and then verse 22 on down?
This is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 22.
This is gonna explain you the society that is ahead of us, man. That is waiting, you know, to come to pass upon this earth. You know, the time that we're foretelling about, man. That we're prophesying about is gonna happen. Read.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
You see, there's gonna be a great famine upon the earth, which the Most High is gonna bring forth. And you might think, how is the Most High gonna do that? Well, the Most High also uses men upon His earth. Right now, whole fields of crops are being destroyed. You know, certain fabriek in Engels. Factories and food manufacturing facilities are being burned down, or you know, they have some short circuit issues in which they burn to ashes.
Also, they're euthanizing cows and all these things.
Yep.
You know, creating a shortage. These trains are derailing, and sudden.
So, a lot of ways in which food would be able to be produced or would be transported, are basically, being targeted and hindered. Sabotage, man. So that a great famine is gonna come upon the earth. And it also means if there's a lack of food, price is gonna rise, there's inflation. That means that people will not have the spending power that they would have back in the day, so they can buy less of what they make, causing a famine to happen as well. But a lot of people are gonna die of lack of food. Read on.
2 Ezra 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
You see, shall the sword destroy. How? In the wars that are happening and building up towards the Third World War, in the purge-like situations that are happening on a lower scale in the future, a lot of people are gonna die, man. Don't be mistaken, and don't take our opinions for it. Take the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for it, man. Because as it says in 2 Ezra chapter 15, and the first couple of verses says that the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are faithful and true, man. They are reliable to be trusted, meaning they're going to come to pass. Even though it might look like it's not going to happen, it will happen. Read on.
2 Ezra 16, verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
Yeah, so there are going to be so many people dying that there won't be a way for them to get rid of the bodies. You have these burial homes that are able to incinerate bodies. There are going to be so many people dying that they don't have place for that. But what do these FEMA camps have? They have very large containers which are able to stack, like 5-6 bodies into that, man. But the scripture says that their body's going to be cast out like dung, man. So even those containers that the FEMA camps have, we just, think about it. Why would these FEMA camps have that on deck? Being stacked up in rows, up high. Kind of makes you think, like, are they preparing themselves for something? Yeah, man, you're right. I mean, they're preparing, themselves for what's ahead of us, man. Because these people, are going to fulfill those things that are written in the scriptures. They're going to be the ones to make these things come to pass in the flesh by the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we're foretelling you about what's going to happen.
Read. This is 2 Ezra 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Yeah, so the time is going to come that those that are not able to provide anything to the society of Esau, they're going to be taken away, man. Some of them are going to be chipped. Some of them are not going to be chipped and are able to escape. What Esau has planned for us. Being thrown into jail. Having those 10 days, which don't represent actual 10 days, but just represents a period in which we're going to be tried and our faith is going to be tested. Those times are ahead of us, man. We're warning you, and especially we're warning our people from the wrath to come, man. Could you read 2 Ezra 16 on down again?
2 Ezra 16, verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Mm-hmm.
There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
Yeah, so the society is going to change, man. Right now, we're seeing a lot of people being guided here. You see a lot of people sitting behind us. You don't see that often, but right now, I think Metallica is playing here in the Ziggo Dome or something. But the time that is ahead of us, man, you're gonna be happy, man, if you see 1 or 2 people, in days. Right now, you step outside of your house, you see people across the street of you, where you can say hi to your neighbor. But society is gonna collapse and everything is gonna change, man. It even talks about when you have vineyards or places where food is growing, that is just gonna grow and nobody's gonna, pluck the fruits thereof, man. It shows you, man, that a lot of people are gonna vanish.
Verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
You see, so a lot of people gonna die. There's only gonna be a few people remaining upon the earth, especially in the cities, in the places that you can find protection, man. You don't even want to be in the city during those times. Could you quickly go to Ezekiel chapter 7?
This is Ezekiel.
Because once society is going down, like the brother explained with the garbage disposal trucks, if these people don't work, you're gonna have a lot of garbage on the streets, man, and that's gonna cause, fungus to grow, and all kinds of diseases to pop up. Also, right now you have the facilities that are able to clean the water and have everything running so that it doesn't catch those viruses and infections. And once that stops and the waste is gonna get piled up, that's also gonna bring forth diseases, man. Can you read Ezekiel?
It's Ezekiel 7, verse 15. Let me start at 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go into battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Damn, but that's what we're doing right now, man. Blowing the trumpet, warning the people, but they're not, taking heed, man. So they're gonna eat of that destruction. Read.
Verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
So the sword is without. Outside what? Outside of the cities, because there's not going to be much in the cities, man. People are going to be outside the cities to survive. They're going to go to these farmers that might have a plot of land, with some food growing there. Might have some cattle that they're trying to protect. But the sword is outside of the cities, man. So read.
This is Ezekiel 7, verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Yeah, so the pestilence is within the cities. You see, like I explained, if you have the garbage disposal trucks not working, and the people not laboring, the garbage is going to pile up, and then you're going to have all kinds of diseases spreading, man. Same with the water, man. Read on.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword. Why? Because there's nothing in the city. People move outside the cities to find a way to survive. And then if everybody is there, they're going to get taken down, man. Because everybody's trying to fend for himself. Read on.
And he that is left, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
You see? It's clear as day, man. Society in the future is going to change a lot. And these females, they're going to be in dire troubles, man. They're going to need a man, the Lord, to survive, man. Okay, you go back to the second Ezra chapter 16.
Second Ezra 16.
And you can go straight to verse 33.
Second Ezra 16, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Read on.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
See, so a lot of men are gonna die upon this earth because of the wars that are being brought upon the earth by Al Bashar Yahushua. A lot of men also have to serve, in the wars that are coming, man. Dying during those wars, serving for Esau and his army, man. So yeah, hey, these females, they're gonna need protection in those times, man. And the only one that's able to protect them is a man of the Lord. So yeah, Yartazai, this camp video of today was edifying. And with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, teach her real well. And shalom to the sincere Akiam's British truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.